So the only time I've ever been to Kansas City. That's just actually, it's interesting. Kansas City is the furthest west I've ever been in my entire life. Like I've been, and it was on a bus, and I went out there for the National FFA convention in 94, I think, maybe 95.
Yeah.
And we go out to, what a trip that was. Anyway, when we're actually in Kansas City, wait for you to stop squeaking. Stop it, stop. People hate that. People don't like that. So we're out in Kansas City, and we went to this. There was like a big. It was two buildings connected, and it was a flea market where I bought my first switchblade. True story, not this one, but I did buy my first switchblade. And JD bought that Cobra knife, and Mr. Terrell took them both away from us. We were on a school trip.
Yeah. And
I bought a switchblade, and our friend bought the Cobra knife. Anyway,
that's funny because
it's a different thing. Nope.
I bought a VHS with a crossing switchblade probably around that same time.
All right.
Because my dad was a pastor.
Well, I'm going to get to that later. But anyway, in the flea market area or whatever, I saw this long ass line for like an autograph, and I looked up. I saw these people walking around with these like Willie Nelson autographs, and I looked up there. Sure as fucking world, it's fucking Willie Nelson, and I was stoked. And because me and my dad listened to a lot of Willie Nelson growing up shit, so I jumped in that fucking line, and for some reason when I got up to him, I gave him $1. I think I saw somebody else do it, or I thought I saw somebody else do it.
It's going to Farm Aid, probably.
I don't know, but anyway, and he signs the thing, and I make chit chats like, oh yeah, me and my dad used to like do, and I'm like making conversation, and he kind of just, I don't want to say he brushed me off, but he just kind of like, oh that's nice. And so he signed the thing for me, and he walked, and I walked off, and I looked down at the fucking 8.5 by 11, and it's a big headshot, and it says, "Cheers, Almost Willie." It was a fucking, ooh, Groovy Lisa being gifted a sub by fucking Nebulous Prowler. Hell yeah. Thank you, Nebulous.
Groovy Lisa.
Hell yeah.
I know who that is. She don't watch the show on the live basis, though, right?
What?
She don't watch the show live, does she?
Sometimes.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
Well, then I don't know. Maybe don't.
You said almost...
yeah, his name was... I said
Willie.
Almost Willie. He was a fucking impersonator. It wasn't even the real Willie Nelson.
I was going to say, like, if it was the real Willie, you know, like, he was probably charging $1 so he can pay off those IRS taxes.
You could say that.
And it's on a serious note.
What's up, old radios? Thanks everybody for joining us tonight.
That's kind of like the Ralphie in Christmas Story, going to see Santa Claus, you know?
Yeah.
How ironic would it have been if he would have wrote, "Sincerely, you'll shoot your eye out, kid"?
That would have been something. You were talking about your aunt earlier? Fuck! Can you lead into something?
Yeah, so my aunt's computer got hijacked a couple of days ago, like ransomware.
This is a true story. This is not bullshit.
Yeah. She sent me an email today. Let me read you the email. She sent me...
This is a true story. Jay's aunt is being held hostage for ransomware.
She sent me an email today. Let me see if I can find it.
And I said we should do a GoFundMe to help get it unlocked.
Here it is. Another Bircham yearly party coming up. And it's got the whole email here. And then she replies... I don't know if you can see that.
Hold up. Let me get the tight shot. What's it say?
She said FFG Google FF apostrophe.
What? Apostrophe?
Yeah, something weird.
Apostrophe?
It's just like a bunch of scratch that.
What are they encrypting their messages and shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, like that's legit. I'm not making this up.
How much do they want? Do you know? Do you know what the number is?
I don't know. My dad's brother, because She lives right next to my dad's brother and his wife in the same like retirement, community.
Yeah.
And well, she's married to my dad's other brother, and so my dad's brother called him and was just. They're talking about like it's a life and death situation. Like,
I mean, there's probably a lot of family pictures on there, right?
I don't know. I mean, why wouldn't you just say that stuff to the cloud and you can just, get
Now-
somebody involved? I mean,
Speaking of your dad, Jay's dad was a pastor back in the day.
he's not dead.
No, but he's not a pastor anymore.
You said was.
Yes, he was a pastor. Is he? Would you
technically-
say he's still a pastor?
No, I think.
Did he get his car
he's
taken
like
away?
an alcoholic. I think once a pastor, you're always a pastor. Right?
Okay, I didn't know that. Apologies. So
Kind of like alcohol.
Jay's-
You're always an alcoholic if you're an alcoholic.
that's correct. That's correct. But he was a pretty. They call him like a fire and brimstone kind of preacher.
Oh yeah,
He was
pretty
a
accurate.
energetic,
They tell you where you could go.
and as
If you
a
don't like that, you can tell you where to go.
yeah, as a young, I'll just as a younger gentleman, if he didn't grow up in that kind of shit, it could be terrifying.
Yeah.
He was a terrifying guy. He was a super nice guy, but that style of preaching is kind of terrifying. So my question is, and this leads into something I'd heard. Did you get punished a lot when you were a kid? Was he like a rule with kind of an iron fist kind of thing?
I got hit a lot. I told you about that.
No, seriously. You
I got
like
spanked. I mean,
Yeah,
like
sure.
other kids.
sure got spanked and but
No, I was only grounded one time in my life.
yeah.
That's when I threw that big party when I was like 15 or 16 years old.
They still talk about that actually.
But yeah, no, I didn't get in trouble like that. I caught hit. I mean,
He was spanked when you were a kid.
'cause he hit me. Yeah, I mean, he hit me hard on my butt. I mean,
Sure. Kind of same with me. Like my dad was an intimidating motherfucker. But he didn't really. He wasn't like a tyrant. He wasn't like beating the fuck out of us or anything like that. Because I heard an interest. Well,
I never realized I was stronger than my dad though. And I had to put him in a chokehold one time when he did that when I was like 19 to show him his balls.
that's in your.
He hit his head real bad. I think that's how he got the dementia.
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding. Is that Steve's Neves?
No.
No, it's
Go forward. Keep going forward. I shortened up the.
It's a Henry Zalkman.
I'll open it up. I'll open it up here in a
Oh,
minute.
no, that's all right.
But yeah, the reason I asked that, what's your thoughts on do you think that's kind of are you a spanker? You're still I don't want to ask you if you're a spanker, but are you still in favor of that type of?
Yeah, I don't hit my kid much. I've spanked him a couple times.
Sure.
Not much though.
You ever just give him carpet burn on his face, like drag his face on the?
He's getting old enough now to where he might put me in a chokehold. Actually, I'm big enough and strong enough.
The reason I ask is, I heard a story about Helen Keller about how ruthless her parents were when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And to punish her, they used to take the turd wrestler, the plunger,
Yeah.
and stick it in the toilet. It's just
Those are two people I've always got confused as Helen Keller and Anne Frank. Seriously, my entire life. I get.
no way.
Yeah.
No way.
I've got my reasons. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah, it's
I went to the Aunt Frank house one time in
that right?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Go to that red light district.
Yeah. With my parents.
Or they? Jesus Christ!
I swear to God.
I was getting ready.
I swear to God, I walked through there with my family, but on accident.
I heard they sell pussy on those carts like New York sells hot dogs.
It was like a European vacation, like where you take a wrong turn. Seriously.
You take a wrong turn, all of a sudden there's some chick blowing a horse.
And
Like,
my dad.
somebody's filming it.
My dad. I called my dad looking in windows a couple times. Hey, Jay, you gonna stop here? This one looks interesting.
Hold on a second, Pecker. I gotta tie my shoe.
Pecker.
Oh, now we gotta pan it over.
That's
Fine.
funny.
all right.
That's funny, Peckerhead.
We got the old zonk man in the house again, folks.
Hello.
That's what that looks like.
He sounds
Thank
like
you again.
he could pass for Steve, I think.
Sure. I don't know. I don't want to say that. I think Steve's still coming.
Oh,
Tanky.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, literally.
Essentially. But anyway,
How many frames per second you running right now, man? You know, just tech
60.
talk corner.
60.
Is
Isn't that
4
cool? I can change all that with my phone though.
Is that 4K?
Yeah.
Hey, look, is that the big game on behind us?
It is. What's up, Bill? Mr. B, Wiz, Detroit Dan up in this mole.
It actually looks pretty good.
I don't need you to tell me what my camera shots look like.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
that game. Actually looks pretty good. For like,
Jay likes games.
Yeah, the Redskins when men were men.
that's like SP or LP? Which one? What's that called? Where it's like so you can get 4 hours on a.
Be SLP or EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Shit, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Well,
thanks-
no, it's the Super Bowl this weekend, Merv. That's one of the games on.
Yeah, Super Bowl this weekend. We're gonna be doing it up over here. We're gonna make some food and shit. I don't know what else. Jay's gonna make his J dip.
Oh yeah, I saw something funny today.
Oh,
It wouldn't be funny just me talking about this.
I'll be
so
I'll be the
keep going.
judge of that.
It's not really anything special, you know.
Can you pan and get rid of that before I have a conniption fit?
Me? Mm-hmm. Which way you want to go?
Less of me, just a little bit. Easy with the cables. Keep going.
Didn't really that turn.
You can. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now we're just super headroom. All right, whatever.
Max, oh man, that's awesome. You can see the guitar up there.
The guitar.
Wait, is the guitar not up there anymore?
No, you fucking idiot.
Where's it at?
The living room, literally hanging over my television.
How long has it been in there?
A year and a half. No, I don't know. When did Finn die? What was that 96?
96.
I don't know. Man, I stopped giving a fuck in the 90s.
What's in the Sheets Cup tonight?
Hope.
I was thinking of something funny to say, but I don't know. I'm thinking of things right now. Diet Coke. How boring is that?
I was gonna say Big Tarvey, but whatever.
Jardiance.
Jardiance. That's what I was thinking of. Let's talk about the big girl from the Jardiance commercial real quick.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts?
Jardiance was really swell. Something big story to tell.
Jolly.
What is that? What they call her?
Country dick.
Is that what they call her? The girl in the Jardiance.
I'm sure.
That's her nickname.
I would like to be known as the girl in the Jardiance commercial.
Trimfia. Which one was that? I don't know.
I get confused. I get cornfused.
What was the one that? Oh, lithium. That's the one that they don't advertise a whole lot.
Correct.
You don't hear many commercials about lithium.
You know, Nate just said R.I.P. Mojo Nixon. I know that name. I was not a Mojo Nixon fan, not because I didn't enjoy it, but I was pretty fucking ignorant to Mojo Nixon. And shame on me. I always thought, I don't know what I was getting it confused with, but I've seen like those albums or CDs or like whatever floating around in my day. And I thought it was some like wussy ass like alt rock, college rock band from the 90s, real jangly and whiny and shit. And then I listened to it like since he passed this week. And I'm like, God damn, man, where has this been my whole fucking life? I thought it was amazing. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And I now want to, you know, what a great tribute to a musician, though, that, like, after you've died, well, you know, even in death, or your death sparks somebody to go, this has happened a few times here on the show. Somebody's death has sparked me to go look up more shit about them and then listen to some of their shit and be like, oh, you know what? I really like this. And then start digging up some of their music. For somebody that I really didn't listen to, and I'm not going to pretend like I knew who the fuck he was.
Did you hear about how he died?
Actually, I did. Now, this is going to be like one of the quotes of the year.
Okay. Look, what's popping off over here? Amber Alert.
It's Vance in the Discord.
Look for a 60-year-old man with long hair and eye makeup.
Running in circles, blowing mysterious substances up his fucking nose for some reason.
All right, that's enough.
But no, listen to this shit from Mojo Nixon's passing, right? He was on one of those cruise ships. It was an outlaw country cruise where he was regularly present both as a performer and a co-host, and he performed just the night before. Now, this is a quote from somebody. I don't know who. August 2nd. Oh, yeah, no, this is dates he was alive. How you live is how you should die. Mojo Nixon was full tilt, wide open, rock hard, root hog, which our football coaches used to say, corner on two wheels and on fire. His family said in a statement on Facebook, passing after a blazing show, a raging night, closing the bar, taking no prisoners, a good breakfast with bandmates and friends. Then he had a cardiac event. But like, boom. There it is. Like, going out like how you fucking lived it. We should all be so fucking lucky. You know
He
what I mean?
wasn't that old. I mean, you know.
No.
He probably did drugs, you know.
Come on. What are you doing?
I'm just saying that.
No, come on.
That sometimes has a lasting effect.
It sounds like he was a party, like he had a good time, but he may have been up drinking beers and smoking cigarettes. I don't know.
He could have been into blood doping. That always gives you cardiac. He may have been marathon training for all I know. You know,
A big blood
Can you
doper?
tell I watched that Tour de France thing on Netflix?
What's up, Paul? But yeah, fucking rest in peace.
He's from Chapel Hill.
Yeah, he was from Chapel Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I knew nothing about. I'd heard the name, but I knew nothing like what he looked like or anything. Dre dropped his. Yeah, funny you say that, Truck.
also Toby Keith died.
In other news, Toby, hey Uncle Sam, something. You know, Toby Keith. I don't want to get into politics.
No.
But I'm just saying, he was. A lot of people liked him. I saw a picture
What's
of
up,
him.
Thumpfinger? New Melvin's pre-order. Dude, the new song is fucking slamming. I forgot to put that in the... God damn, I didn't even put that in the fucking rundown. I'm glad you said that. Brand new Melvin's track dropped this week with a video and checked it out, and it's really fucking good. And it's going to be coming out in April, I believe. And you can pre-order it now. And I should probably, but I didn't because I've pre-ordered some other stuff and bought a whole bunch of records, and I'll get it one of these days.
King Buzzo's coming.
Yeah.
Town.
But that new Melvin sounds really fucking good, man.
I have a soft spot for Toby Keith.
Jay has a soft spot where he's dropped on his...
So you might want to have that soft spot checked.
Jay has a soft spot where he's dropped on his head.
I like Toby Keith.
Zonkarino is the new Electric Wizard.
Wow. Okay. We were talking about Electric Wizard.
Is that right? No.
Black Masses. You know about that, huh?
What? Electric Wizard?
I still hadn't picked up
They have a new record?
Dope
No, it's
Throne,
not.
which
Dope Throne's the one I know about Electric Wizard.
true story about Dope Throne. When I was a news photographer, that was on my like regular mixes that would come around, and I would play Dope Smoker pretty not Dope Smoker, Dope Throne. I would play it really loud in the car when I was driving around, and that what the bass on that or the way that everything's kind of mastered or whatever, it would give me a headache every time. I love it so much.
Did you have to pull over and cry? Did you have to take medicine for it?
Yes, but for completely separate reasons.
Did you have to take medicine for it?
Are you kidding?
For a headache?
Oh, at times. Rarely. I'm not a big medicine guy.
What's your favorite go-to for pain relief?
For a headache?
Well, I use the same thing for all of them.
Headache, it's Excedrin because it's got caffeine in it. Or actually even more than that, if you're going to go pill. Goodies.
Excedrin,
Goodies is the way to go for a headache.
Excedrin is borderline being banned, I think.
It's got caffeine, aspirin, and acetaminophen. But
it's not,
as a rule, as what we pejoratively refer to as an alcoholic, I don't take acetaminophen.
Why is that?
It's really bad for your liver.
Well, so
especially
is drinking.
if you're a drinker.
So is drinking.
No. It takes drinking to like dangerous levels if you take acetaminophen.
You should try a leave. That's a good one.
I use a leaf for joint and back
What
pain.
do you like?
Overall, I'm an Advil guy.
No pills.
Advil or leave.
No pills, no pain, no side effects.
Yeah.
Wave Tech Therapy Doc.
But I'll do anything. I don't care.
Hey Jay, how was your audition for that chainsaw commercial?
So yeah, we do have. We're talking about the Super Bowl is coming up this weekend. I don't know what we're gonna do for Sunday. There's not gonna be a normal Sunday shelving show. We may go live in the living room or something. I'm not watching the fucking Super Bowl in there on this little ass goddamn TV. I'm gonna be honest with you folks. There's no fucking shot it's happening where we're sitting here watching the Super Bowl. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna make food. We're gonna have a good time. We may turn the fucking stream on in there just to bullshit for a little bit. But like
Toby Keith records.
No. But yeah, it's not going to be a normal Sunday shelving show, so whatever. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? But knowing that,
Shane says he loves pills. Why'd you get that put on a shirt?
is anybody doing anything really cool for a Super Bowl? Like, are you what's the go-to shit you're making that you're like really amped up to make for Super Bowl this year?
I'm going to a Super Bowl dance.
Jay's coming over here for a father-daughter Super Bowl dance.
What kind of occasion
I'm gonna wrangle up all the Pakistani neighbor children and bring them over here for a fucking.
They're doing a Toby Keith tribute act, like the hologram.
And I'm proud to be.
Man, I saw an interview with him though, like before he died.
Yeah. Let me stop you right there.
What did he look like, Jay?
Let me just stop you right there.
What did he look like, Jay?
No, he looked alright.
Get a barbecue in the living room? It's a possibility.
In the living room.
I'll tell you what's on right now on the docket for Sunday. I asked you guys, so I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. Always got to have wings. Got to do some wings, straight up buffalo wings. Nothing too crazy hot, nothing too crazy pussy either. Some good old wings. My special Super Bowl guacamole, which I make a hell of a guacamole, but once a year on Super Bowl, I take fresh cooked bacon, do it a little extra crispy, and I crumble it up in my guacamole. That shit's fucking crazy. So with some deli fresh cooked tortilla chips to go along with it. That's key. I do a cheese and cracker, but I'm thinking, actually my mom's gonna give me a summer sausage, so we'll probably do a summer sausage, cheese and cracker, little horse over. Now Jay is gonna
horse deodorant.
Correct. Jay will be bringing the J dip.
It's nothing. It's just secret. Family secret.
Family secret J dip. Yeah.
Buzzo not making a Brad Delp joke. Oh, about barbecuing in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Or grilling, as we call it, in the house.
Or we call it Paul Walker in around here.
Burning.
Too soon?
Burning? What is Paul Walker? Let's see. What's the first thing you think of when you think Paul Walker? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, the scene at the end where the guy's face melts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey. That's crazy. You're wild for that.
No, I just what I think of.
You're wild. Shane's doing a Stromboli. See, that's too heavy for me for a Super Bowl, Shane. But that's. So what else is anybody doing? Anybody do anything? Who wears a summer sausage before Labor Day? Toby Keith. Sounds delicious.
God, come on, man.
Pretty simple. Bunch of apps and chicken. Aaron, didn't you make like hot dogs last year or some shit? And your team's in it, Aaron. You got to go baller. You go all out for Halloween decorations. Your team's in the Super Bowl. You got to go crazy.
I'm pretty simple too, Aaron. You know, I can make a whole meal off of apps, like no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm an app guy. I used to get in trouble with girls that I've dated. We'd go to a nice restaurant, and I'm ordering chicken wings and calamari and mozzarella sticks, and everybody else is getting penne pasta and fucking filet mignon and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I don't want that shit.
So my dad's brother, the one that he was talking to earlier this evening.
Most people call that your fucking uncle.
My uncle, yeah. In other words, is that IE? Is that what they say?
Correct. It's Latin.
Okay. But, you know, he used to have a Super Bowl party, and he made chili. Like, this is truth. He made chili every year for the Super Bowl, like, and, you know, cook the beans on the side, you know, and like, we'd eat it, like, you know, about second quarter or something like that. He'd have it ready.
That's perfect. That's when that's the food. That's when the food should come out.
But it's chilly though, so he started like really farting around like
that's
fourth quarter.
That's crass, but
you know, gassing. You know, real gassy by the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So
you big farter, Jay?
Hey, I'll tell you what. The older I get, the more I'll sleep with a CPAP too. You know.
I mean, look at that head.
It looks like a farter.
No, I sleep with a CPAP though, and those give you gas. You know. Dr. Phil. Men are the devil.
Is that what he says? Is that a quote?
I don't know.
Cash me outside, Jay.
Proudly.
How about die? Fart proudly. That could be quote of the night. That could be quote of the night.
Put that on a shirt.
Let's squeeze it back. You want to squeeze it, Jay?
Oh, man.
I tell you what we should do is take a shot. You want to grab some liquor stuff?
I don't know if we should, man. I really
grab the
I don't know if I should.
shot glasses and the liquor.
Liquor? I don't think I need any more.
I'll even go super. Let's go super wide. What are we even doing right now?
Uber? Full fisheye?
Boom!
Whoa, look how round we are. Look like a 90s video. 90s
So what you want?
We could do a Pearl Jam video like this.
Who's doing a shot with us?
Jay. Yay or nay?
Yeah, I'll do one.
I'll lead into
That was kind of hard to pour.
yeah, it's hard to see.
Yep.
It's all good.
So the other night when we were streaming
Alcohol abuse.
Just as long as you don't hold over the records, it's good.
Mr. Mars said, "Hey, have you seen the new Beth Gibbons track that dropped?" Now, Beth Gibbons is the singer, the chick from Portishead, and I didn't realize she'd been working on a solo show.
Johnny, Angry Johnny. What that her?
Angry Johnny? That's Poe, you fucking weird.
Oh, my bad. My bad, bro. Put it there. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I'm not putting it there. But this is the first track off of her decade in the making LP called Lives Outgrown, and the director blah, 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 Tony, I don't know his name, this crazy video for the new single called Floating on a Moment. Highly recommend checking this shit out, man.
A moment here with you.
Really, really fucking trippy video and a good song. It's cool to see she's still making music and shit. So cheers, everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Super Bowl special.
Man,
Guatemala.
let me tell you, I watched this, we'll go ahead and do a shot.
Please.
But I watched this documentary this week on
Shane is going to try to fuck a
fix this
deer?
over here.
What the fuck is happening in the chat right now?
about Woodstock 99. I've been listening to a lot of Lithium this week on the radio.
Yeah.
So it's been a very, 90s week for me.
I hate satellite radio so much.
I hate the 90s,
Almost as much as I hate fucking jelly roll, but don't get me started.
I don't like the 90s, though. Like, I think I've come to that conclusion. I just don't really like the 90s. Right now, I don't. I might one day, you know.
What?
What, 90s music?
What?
No. 90s culture.
Culture?
Yeah.
Well, it's back. That's why you hate it.
Not, like, fully back, but, you know, like, just, there's a lot I didn't like about the culture. Like, I don't know, that's like, that Woodstock 99, like, some of those bands make me sick to my stomach to think about.
Because you just watched that doc.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some of the shit I discovered today and some of the stuff that came out today. And I've really been trying to focus on trying a little more discoverability, some stuff that maybe folks aren't familiar with or that I wasn't familiar with, rather than being like, hey, they're reissuing the new Allman Brothers record, which is cool too, but I only try to focus on stuff like that if it's a record that hasn't been reissued in a long time. So I'll focus on that, plus like new things that I just didn't know about. This was a band, I saw this cover and I was like, oh, it's almost got that fucking, we were talking about Jefferson Starship earlier. It almost reminds me of Red Octopus, like that cover.
It looks like something out of a James Bond movie.
Sorry for Your Loss, which is an album, debut album by a Portland band called Dry Socket. And it's a hardcore band, but they're it's female fronted, and this is the chick right here, and she's kind of a fucking badass, I have to tell you. This is worth checking out for fans of hardcore, just heavy music in general. It's not crazy, it's not like bonkers. Dusty spins with the Submarino.
No.
What's happening, man?
Don't do that thing.
What's happening?
The pickle. Where's the pickle?
Oh yeah. I didn't do it.
Well, we only get one. We're not making that one.
Miss you with the gifted on that.
Miss you get the other one too, right? Is that two for Miss You?
I think it is.
What's wrong with you, Miss You?
Jay.
Do something better with your money.
Jay.
There's so much better out there you can do.
Let me read
world.
what this is. And that kind of caught the name of this is called Sorry for Your Loss, which kind of caught my attention. This album is about grief.
What does it say? The dustiest Lisa?
Grief for losing people, losing yourself, grief for the world, grief for our bodies, grief for the relationship we give up so we can heal and the compromises we make to maintain relationships, grief for our own younger selves, grief for the life we had and the one we want but may never be able to have. Holy fucking shit. Normally I'd be like, that's fucking corny as shit, but that kind of hit me a little bit hard. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And the music is heavy as shit, and like, it's a pretty interesting band. So check out Dry Socket.
Hey, there's Groovy Lisa. She got a sub earlier.
Yes, Jay.
Oh, I didn't know she was in the chat. So.
Yes. That's why I was like, maybe don't say, you know.
Can I just say something, guys?
Sure.
Lay off the Toby Keith jokes. I'm serious. All right. I will get mad. I might leave if we hear too many.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So stop. I'm getting upset.
Here's something. Hallelujah for a lot of people looking for this. Now, I'm lucky enough. Our pal Nebulous Prowler sent this back in the day, and speaking of which, I got a nice box from Prowler sitting there waiting to get opened up on that fucking dig of the week. And a year or two ago, he sent me this record, and I had a beat up one that I ordered, and it got all fucked up, and I ended up giving it to Steve because Prowler sent that one at like the same fucking time. It was great. Talking about Fear the record. This is an MOV reissue of this, like a proper official reissue. Music on vinyl. If you don't know this is fucking, I mean, this is one of my favorite records ever, really. And you can actually go buy this on this translucent magenta vinyl, which looks really pretty, Jay. That's a pretty looking record.
Looks pretty stupid.
And but I'm just happy that anybody that's looking for this, and it's been like, you know, you don't want to buy the unofficial, you don't want to go pay big dollars for like an OG or like an even those older reissues are pricey as well. You can go pick it up for, you know, an MOV price, which is not, you know, it's not bargain bin shit, but it's at least should be accessible if it's something that's been stuck in your crawl you want to add to your collection.
Aaron asks, how does a turntable play a movie file?
Well, you have to use. I don't know, Aaron. If you're familiar with Adobe Media Encoder, what you want to do is open your Adobe Media Encoder, and you want to load in a few batch files and your MOV, and you don't want to miss any of the DLL files, because if you may think DLL files are not important, but if you don't add them in, it'll get.
So I put him in timeout. I thought it was Control-Delete.
Control Open Apple.
Somebody put Zep Pro in timeout.
No.
No.
Don't put him in timeout.
No Toby Keith jokes, man. What's wrong with you guys?
But anyway, have at it if you wanted that. On that same punk tip, a band I had heard of and was familiar with, but not enough to where I really knew their music. And I guess the cool thing about this is one of those, like I was talking, I don't think this has ever been reissued or not like properly or whatever. A very short-lived project, a hardcore project from back in the day called Hogan's Heroes, Built to Last. It's on pink vinyl. I forgot to get the label for this. It may be Cleopatra, I'm not really sure. Landmark hardcore punk album for the short-lived but much-loved New Jersey Quartet. Was recorded at the legendary Waterfront Studios in Hoboken and originally released in 1988 to great acclaim. And I listened to a good bit of this today because I'd heard some of the punkers talk about this record before, and I never really sat down with it. I never sat with it, Jay. That's what the jazz guys say. You ever sit with a record? You have to sit with a record. That's what the jazz guys say.
Aaron?
But
Stop. I'm serious.
But the ghost of Toby?
What are y'all laughing at? Don't laugh at that.
That you're serious.
Don't laugh.
That is fucking hilarious.
Don't laugh at it.
Does the here's a real question. Does the ghost of Toby Keith still have stomach cancer, or is it like an old Toby Keith, or like a younger Toby?
He died peacefully with his friends and family.
Absolutely. You know what fucked me up about that? I kept hearing that he died peacefully, surrounded by his friends and family and all this stuff.
What if John Daly?
But all the other reports said he died in his sleep. You telling me these motherfuckers were standing around watching him sleep?
No. That's not what I read.
A lot of gurgling and.
No. I read that he had a sleepover.
Jesus fucking Christ! You fucking idiot.
No, he invited him over to sleep just in case.
This guy's a fucking moron.
And they just watched him sleep.
Why do you think I stream during the week? Because
for my
no, because
so you can release me on the weekend.
No, because when I'm streaming during the week, some of the people in the chat, quite a few, know my address. So if I have a stroke or heart attack while I'm sitting here by myself, somebody on the stream will be able to call 911 and tell them the address. That's why I stream every day. It's burning me out, but I have to keep doing it just in case.
Life alert.
Oh, serious, man.
I got serious.
Hey,
kind of on that little bit of a
serious
kick
tip.
as well.
Yeah, I'm serious too.
I'm serious, Clark.
I'm going to the doctor's.
I'm talking over here. Imperial Surfers, Meet the Hunky Dories. The cover grabbed me, and I immediately thought maybe some rockabilly, some early punky stuff, garagey. I don't know. But what these guys, I guess they've been around for a while, but it's a very surfy, it's classic surf rock stuff, man. I'm going to read what it says. With one of the band members living in Canada and the rest in Spain, the Imperial Surfers have not yet had many chances to play live in recent years. That's why their annual reunions in Madrid are eagerly awaited. During the last one in October 22, they took the opportunity to get together under the direction of Maestro Frank Wella. They recorded 5 new songs, both originals and covers, with a 60. This is what really grabs me here. 60s Northwest wild sound. So you're thinking like the Sonics, the Kingsmen, like that kind of vibe, right? Mm-hmm. The sax, organ, guitar, bass, and drums, all of them with their usual attitude, raw, festive. This is like surf rock, frat rock, like what do you even call that shit from back in the 60s? It's good time stuff, man, and I wasn't familiar with these guys. I listened to it today. Really, 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 really good stuff. Imperial Surfers, good old surf rock, garagey, fucking bangers, bro.
That's new stuff?
Yeah, this is new, came out today. Yeah. It's a 10-inch. Let's see, now you can listen to the incredible result from a new 10-inch vinyl record released on your favorite label, Sound Flat Records. Never heard of them. And we're sure you'll love it if you love the great instrumental rock and roll. It is instrumental. Rock and roll, twist, frat, and surf music from the early 60s. Really cool throwback sound. And yeah, it is a Rat Fink looking character. 100%, Dan. 100%.
Detroit Dan.
Detroit Dan.
Double D.
Double D. Look at this shit.
Cancer.
This is a beautiful fucking box set, Jay.
Okay.
You like the Les Claypool solo stuff?
Oh man, you know how I feel about Les Claypool.
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Anyway, this Les Claypool Adverse Y'all, the Prawn Songs Years.
I have a pretty controversial take on Les Claypool.
Jay, it's a box set available for pre-order. It said, but it looked like it came out today. 5 album set spans Les' solo career over the course of various projects encompassing the Fearless Flying Frog Brigade, Colonel Claypool's Bucket of Bernie Brains, that's with Bernie Worrell and shit, and the Fancy Band. Enjoy live frog sets 1 and 2, the long out of print Purple Onion, which is a fantastic album, of Whales and Woe, of Fungi and Foe, and for the first time ever, the Big Eyeball in the Sky with entirely remastered audio and limited edition colored 180 gram vinyl. Big fucking honking box set. Looks beautiful. Not only the vinyl and the cover, but the box itself looks pretty fucking nice. I'm not a box set guy, but
Yeah.
that looks pretty fucking cool.
Those
Man.
look pretty cool. I like how they did a nice color spectrum.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Les Claypool, like, he's phenomenal. I mean, he's one of the best living bassists there is. I mean,
Sure.
I used to
Ever. I mean, really.
Yeah, I used to have this friend that used to tell me Geddy Lee was better. And Geddy Lee's fantastic, but
Sure.
But Les Claypool, like, there's no.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he got his in the end. He got stomach cancer, so.
Who, Geddy Lee?
No, the guy used to be my friend. That's why he used to be my friend, you know?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Um,
Adam Gates did the artwork? Hell yeah. That shit's incredible. It's incredible.
tell you, man.
Les
Stomach-
has the
that's a real
longest.
thing. Stomach cancer's a real thing, bro.
It's tough. It's tough.
Les has the longest thumb in rock. that's probably very fucking true.
I mean, does he really have big hands, I guess? You know, they say about
All the
those-
best-
Yeah,
all the
I have
best
huge
players,
fingers, yeah.
That's why.
I have the kid, the hands of a 7-year-old that shops in the Husky department.
That's what I've always
know?
said. There's much better guitar players than me, but I've done as well as I have with fucking Vienna sausage fingers. So fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck right off.
Yeah. I have weightlifters' hands. Powerlifting hands. Are we gonna get into powerlifting or what?
Yes.
Or bodybuilding? I kind of want to get into bodybuilding.
Let's do it.
Shaving my chest.
Which one are you, Hans or Franz?
I want to start shave my armpits. I have a reason to get into bodybuilding.
You want the roids too, don't you?
Oh, let's get all roided up.
Oh, I'd totally do that.
What
Did you
if
hear there's a guy?
What if this show in 2 years, everybody was fucking. I mean, obviously Steve.
No neck, Mikey Bananas.
Yes, obviously Steve's dead by then, but the rest of us are fucking just jacked.
Oh man. I don't think Steve can mix steroids with that stuff he huffs now.
The Hoppe? He does Hoppe and steroids together. That's an instant fucking
Shit, we
seizure.
can get blood transfusions.
Let's get blood transfusions. Dude.
Yeah, we can get to like what's it called? The EPO, like Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, blood doping. We're back on blood doping.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be fun. I got a blood transfusion in the hospital one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you know who the blood came from? Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Stop. It's at least been several years since I heard a good Arthur Ashe joke, Jay. I have to tell you. It's been. Maybe even a fucking decade. I have to be honest with you.
Toby Keith had tiger blood. That's what I
100%.
heard.
Now, Shane, I remember we talked about this in the when this got announced, and Shane posted this to the Discord earlier this week as it got released today. A new record from Sonic Youth, and big Sonic Youth fan over here. And I know some of you guys are. Culled from 3 1985 gigs in the UK during a transitional and
Transcendental.
time in the band's story. Sonic Youth's The Walls Have Ears appeared and disappeared. A 2 LP set in 1986, not just a live album, but an artful tapestry full of live experimentation with all songs between song. But this shit's been gone for like a long time.
Yeah.
And it literally disappeared.
Man,
and it's now been reissued, and it's pretty fucking cool. If you want to look into like what Sonic Youth was like in like 85, this is a fantastic way to do this.
That cover gives me the willies.
The pumpkin?
Yeah, it's kind of creepy looking, man.
Oh, it's on the Goofin label. Goofin on the Goofin label.
Like Geffen, kind of.
Because they were on Geffen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about that.
Or either that or it's German.
Sure.
Golfin.
Sure. But that if you're a Sonic Youth fan, this is going to be essential, man. It's going to be there's the link from Shane. Thank you, Shane. That's the link. Boom. Thank you. I think we should get into a little bit of what we played. I didn't mention this when we were talking about it before, but you were talking about the Super Bowl and all that shit and the food we're going to eat. What I did do tonight, the only person I saw pick up on it was Nate Bouchard. We used to do this thing here on the show where, like tonight or this year, Kansas City's playing San Francisco, right? I would pull this many records, and we would predict the score of the game based on the good, the bad, the otherwise from like, okay, San Francisco, here's Huey Lewis in the news. That's a field goal. 3-0 San Francisco. And then would say like, Kansas City, here comes Big Joe Turner. That's a touchdown. So now Kansas City's up 7-3, and we do that for like a big ass stack of records. And for some cities and some Super Bowls, that worked out swimmingly. And it was really cool to do and fun to do.
Yeah.
But like this year, it was San Francisco versus Kansas City. And it's just not really fair because there's so many fucking bands from San Francisco, obviously. So we did a little something different. I did a little set. I did a little one-off set in the middle of what we played tonight. So
Montrose, did you play them?
No. Where are they from?
San Francisco.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
No, they're not.
yeah, they are.
No. Mike needs to have Dr. Fred Putterman as a guest. I would love to have Fred over here.
Stop making suggestions.
He's a friend of the program.
Stop making suggestions, Merv.
Jay.
Mind your own business.
Jay. Now I like old Dr. Fred now. He sent the program some records.
It's a unique name. I like that.
I came up with that, man. You know that? You know who he is?
I know who he is.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Sean?
Howdy.
Speaking of Dr. Fred Putterman, here's one of his favorites and also one of my favorites when it comes to stuff in the jazz world. And this was sent to us by our pal Shane. Speaking of Shane, this is Point of Departure by Andrew Hill. This is the Kenny Dorham, Eric Dolphy, Joe Henderson. I mean, you guys can read this, but what a lineup, what an album. This is from the Blue Note Classic series, came out last year. Very accessible, very affordable for what it is, and highly recommend. It's Andrew Hill's stuff can be pretty damn avant-garde and out there, and this one definitely has notes of that, but I think it's pretty approachable and palatable for folks that are just fans of good jazz music. I think it kind of goes it's accessible. Like, you're not going to run people off with this record, I don't think. If you like jazz at all, I think you'll enjoy this record. And you miss getting Toby Keith as a guest?
Merv? I'm telling you what. I declare you stop telling them jokes, Merv.
I do declare. I declare.
I decree you stop doing that, Merv.
Some VCLT from Fred from last week. This was left on the table from the Sunday show we did this past week. Cadaver's Rough Times. This cover is only superseded by the quality of the music on the album, which is fucking fantastic.
I used to date a girl with hair that color.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She was also a cadaver.
Yeah.
Never mind. Beautiful vinyl on this as well. Really cool stuff.
She died of stomach cancer.
Jay,
I'm just saying.
kick ass record.
It's a running theme for tonight, apparently.
Is that right?
It's good to have a cause, though, you know?
Sure.
That's good.
Prowler cashing some banana bucks to play. And I've been listening to this band all fucking week on like Spotify and shit like that. And this record's been on pretty much autoplay here in the studio since Scotty I told Scotty because Scotty's gifted a bunch of cool shit when he was up for the show. We went and dug a bunch of records. I've got a lot of new stuff in the inbox. Fred sent that enormous box last week. Enormous box. But I'm having a hard time not playing this record over and over and over again. The Wire Pink Flag record. It's one of my new favorite bands, man. Wire is so fucking killer. I just can't get enough of them. And I've been listening to this band ad nauseum for like a couple of weeks since I got this and streamed the other records and just been really getting into it. But Jerry Springer or Jerry Van Dyke?
Jerry Van Dyke all
Jerry
day.
Van Dyke all day long. True story.
Jerry Springer can go to hell. All right? Just trust me.
So I met Jerry Springer, but...
Just trust me when I say that.
No,
He
but...
can go to hell.
But here's another weird story. My former bass player, God rest his soul, Bo, his longtime girlfriend and baby mama, her mom did acid for the first time with Jerry Van Dyke. True story. Aminator. You know Aminator. Amy Jacobson.
No.
Yeah.
Her mom did acid with Jerry Van Dyke.
Yeah, first time she did acid was with Jerry Van Dyke.
Her mom was a lot younger than Jerry Van Dyke, though.
Jerry's already in hell with Toby. Holy
God.
shit.
Oh, who said that?
Oh,
Bizarro? Let me tell you something, Mr. Bizarro. If one of your heroes ever died, how would you feel if I come making jokes? You know? I don't know. I'm just saying. Just respect, folks. Jerry Van Dyke did die. You know, he's been gone.
yeah, he's no longer with us. I pulled this one out. This has been stuck in my crawl this week. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Long After Dark.
Florida played in the Super Bowl this year. Or
No,
something?
that's
I don't know.
not part of it.
Oh.
I just man, what's the radio song? Fucking You Got Lucky.
Yeah. That's one of his bigger radio songs, I would say.
I can't get enough of that song. That song's not. It's never gotten old to me.
See,
ever.
I feel the opposite about that.
Really?
There's a couple Tom Petty songs, like Last Dance with Mary Jane's definitely one.
Well, that's later. What about American Girl? Oh, 336. All fucking sevens. All sevens,
Look
kitty.
at that hair on that cat right now.
Yep, he's had it.
Is he missing an arm?
He's had it.
Is he missing an arm?
No.
He's had his hair. Is it a wig? You're not starting rumors that's a wig, are you?
No. He's had a ponytail forever.
Oh.
All those old commercials.
Is he the cool attorney?
He's the cool attorney.
Okay.
Sorry, we're local commercial on here.
He's not the biker, though. The biker's really the cool one.
MTV was all over that Petty video. Yeah, 100%. And that's a lot of times, just like Jay was saying, for a lot of bands and a lot of...
There's a couple of those songs.
It gets beat into the ground to where it makes me hate the artist and the song, and I just get tired
you were glad
of it.
when he died.
No, but I'm saying
You hated his stuff so
no,
much.
but Tom Petty and with that song, I've never gotten tired of that song ever.
There's a couple I really still dig by him. Like there's about 4 or 5 good records, and that's kind of my whole thing with Tom Petty.
Now, Lord Teaskill, Mr. Bill, cashing some banana bucks, and he wanted to hear Blues for the Red Sun, but I said it just so happens El Zoncarino is in the house tonight and brought a record that we don't normally have here on the show. So this is a fantastic way to bring this in, because I wanted to hear this anyway. Just so happened he wanted to hear some Caius. Sons of Caius. Now tell us about this song.
It's the damn record that started it all. Shit, and then most of the songs on here are on
They're on Wretch.
on Wretch.
And this is like it's like early,
This is
like
early.
late 80s,
1990.
1990.
So,
Okay.
so is this a
1990.
demo, or is this an actual release?
No, this was actual release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hard to find. Is that an official or unofficial?
No, unofficial.
Unofficial?
Even the unofficial's hard to find.
Sure. Oh yeah. I've never seen it. I've never
Yeah.
seen it. And you said you got that out of town when you were traveling around, right?
Yeah. Down in the Big Easy.
The Big Easy.
Oh, Fable?
That's no,
Yes,
not
dude.
Fayetteville.
No. Good Lord.
My bad.
John Garcia
Yes,
was the
you
best
were
guy as
bad.
vocalist. Yeah, I'm 100%. 100%.
Hey, I didn't know.
Hey, I didn't know. All right, so here's what I did. I started doing a little set. I did a little one-off set, and I did a little. And we weren't doing a competition or anything. I just did some mixes of things from Kansas City as well as from San Francisco, just to kind of give a little Super Bowl flavor in the show. And it's always fun to put together a little set. 100%. Now, of course, San Francisco has tons of bands ranging from, like back in the day, like psychedelic rock and early stuff like Jefferson Starship and I mean Jefferson Airplane, like Huey Lewis and stuff like that. Like a lot of, but I mean, tons and from ranging the gamut from heavy music to, the Bay Area scene and like thrash and all that stuff. I mean, there's tons of bands you could have picked from San Francisco, and Kansas City is a little tougher. And there's a lot of good stuff from Kansas City, but it's a lot more like on the jazz, blues, soul side of things. Not a huge list of stuff to choose from. So I just decided to do a little mix, to kind of just do a little Super Bowl mix, just for funsies.
Mr. Mister.
Mr. Mix.
You missed Mr. Mister.
Huh?
They're from Kansas City.
No, they're
Mr.
not.
Mister. Yeah, absolutely.
No, they're not.
Yeah, 100%.
No way.
100,
No way.
110. Huey Lewis is not from San Francisco, Noisy Beast.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. That band is from.
Oh, no. I meant he's not from Kansas City, is what I meant.
Oh, no,
he's from San Francisco.
San Francisco. Yeah. Well, we did both. Are you here?
But the heart of rock and roll is still in Cleveland, though. Even something.
Toby
Keith.
Keith.
Stop. Well, okay, I take that as a compliment because he was. North Carolina's an all-American city. Oh, that's Kansas City. I'm sorry.
Jay, can I continue? Everybody, can I continue?
Keith is from Kansas City. Good Lord, people.
Charlie Parker is from Kansas City. And actually, Steve gifted me this Charlie Parker anthology.
New Jay.
I want a new Jay.
That's stupid.
I'm saying that for fucking 20-some, 30 years. I don't know. This is an enormous, like, early Charlie Parker anthology shit. And I played a track called, I had to pull this one because it's called Moose the Moochie. Actually, the players on this, Charlie Parker, Miles Davis is on trumpet, Lucky Thompson, a bunch of people you guys don't fucking know, but Miles Davis is on it. How about that? And it's called Moose the Moochie. So that's the one I played off of this Charlie Parker anthology to kick off the little Super Bowl set, moving right along.
I like that font. It's pretty futuristic.
Yeah, the font likes you too, Jay. When I think of Kansas City, this is the motherfucker I think of right here. Big motherfucking Joe Turner. Great rhythm and blues. The father of what's known as the Kansas City shouting style of blues, this is really like early rock and roll shit. So think like post World War II R&B, that when R&B got a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, which is really the precursor for rock and roll. Not fucking Bill Haley in the comments. I would point to Joe Turner before Bill Haley. But I played the first song, which is called Honey Hush. And had to play Honey Hush because that always makes me think of Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed.
Honey Hush.
R.I.P. Jerry Reed.
Mooch it's pronounced Mooch? Okay, it's pronounced Mooch. Moose.
You've had this one a while.
I have. I've had that a long time. But yeah.
Cool.
My favorite font, Stomach Cancer Sans Serif. Who's it up there in the rafters? As we started moving a little bit,
It's Keith! It's Keith! It's Keith! My eyes got real big when I said that.
yeah, had to pull out a little American Beauty from The Dead. I'm not a huge Dead guy, but I dig it. I used to fucking hate them, but I like it now. I only got a couple of records from The Dead, and I asked Jay to like pull something that was like a little more upbeat. I mean, I know it's not going to be crazy upbeat because it's The Dead, but I wanted something that didn't dip the tempo like too much. And
Yeah, you don't have any really.
Friend of the Devil, but it was a good song. We played Friend of the Devil. It's a pretty down the middle track, but a good representation of Dead and fucking.
It's kind
You
of
know.
bluegrassy country sounding, which
Yeah.
all that stuff is. So
It's a great record. A lot of great songs, and that was a good one to just kind of you had to if you're gonna talk San Francisco, you got to talk Dead at least a little bit, right?
you know, Shane.
You're a 10-song Dead fan. That's a good way to that's a good way to put it for me. I used to hate the Dead because the fans were so nauseating to me. Like when I was in high school, like Deadheads pissed me off.
I had chances to go see him and everything, and
I thought all that shit was fucking corny. I hated it. But now I'm not as-
Bizarro. That's all right. Cut the stream off right now. Right now. Right freaking now.
cut it off. I don't even remember what fucking song I played on this, but I sort of forgot these guys were from San Francisco. Talking about fucking Blue Cheer. So I played a track off of Outside Inside.
They're from Tarzana, I thought.
Oh, Tarzana, Tarzana. I don't have my glasses. I don't remember the name of the track. Is it Gypsy Ball I played?
Gypsy Balls?
Or Coming... No, I think it's Gypsy Ball I played. Really slamming track. Yes, half live, half studio. The legend has it where they...
When you move around too much, you get gypsy balls.
Correct. They started recording this in a studio, and
That one took me.
I'm in the
30
middle of the
seconds.
story.
That one took me 30 seconds to come up with.
well, take 45 and
It
let's
wasn't very
rethink it.
good.
No, let's
Yeah,
take
it wasn't
45.
very good. No, you're telling the story.
Legend has it that they started this album in the studio. This is what happened, and they were recording it. The engineer was having a hard time with them playing too loud. They kept telling them to turn it down, and they wouldn't. And eventually, they got kicked out of the studio. And so half the records recorded in the studio, and they went out on the on a pier and recorded the rest of the album. Yeah.
So there's all kinds of drug paraphernalia on this cover.
that right?
If you've ever skimmed it before.
Sure.
There's mushrooms. There's an opium pipe.
Opium pipe, huh? How do you know what an opium pipe looks like? Jay?
Oh, sorry. Well, it's the 60s. I mean, you know.
Sure.
There's a penis.
Refill your red Solo cup.
Guys. Guys.
Bringing that Bay Area fucking thunder right after some Blue Cheer. Vance sent this one in, and I knew I wanted to play a track off these guys, but I went with some live broadcast stuff from Metallica, and we played Whiplash, live recording from 1986. Obviously, and again, Bay Area, you definitely think like Metallica and some of that shit like that. And I kind of limited this to just like what we were doing. We could have went on and on with the San Francisco shit, obviously. Chiefs or Niners? I'm going Niners. Who do I think's gonna win, or who do I want to win? I'm not rooting against the whole Taylor Swift thing. Actually, it pisses me off that the Taylor Swift thing pisses people off because I think that's stupid.
I think you're stupid, Michael.
Yeah, I don't mind Taylor Swift being there.
You
and
and
all
your
that
dumb
stuff.
attitude are stupid.
No, I think that's a dumb attitude.
She's ruining football.
Yeah, she's ruining football. Shit, like fucking grumpy old men with their sideways falling on their belt, fucking hollering at the sky and shit. It's fucking corny.
What's wrong?
It's not why-
You're alienating our audience.
I like Taylor Swift more than I like Travis Kelce. I'll put it that way. I'll say that
I
way.
would Taylor her Swift. Seriously, you should look at this album cover sometime.
Yeah.
It's like a
Who's who?
no, this one here. It's like a Where's Waldo kind of thing.
Yeah. Some VCLT from Scotty Strickland way back in the day.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery disasters from the one and only DK. I love that picture. That picture appears in Natural Born Killers out the window. If you know, you know. And I was trying to play Forest Fire and I couldn't find the groove and I don't know what fucking song I played, so fucking get over it.
Wait, if you know what?
That in Natural Born Killers where that appears out the window, that photograph. I love that fucking photograph.
That one on the front is a guy holding a chicken.
It's a famous like photo that, but anyway.
What, the guy holding the chicken's paw?
Jay. Toby Keith was Taylor Swift's godfather. True story. Look it up. He says a true
I'm not
story.
gonna say anything else.
He says it's true story.
She likes to drink. I know that.
I couldn't identify a Taylor Swift song. You offered me a $10 million. I mean, I'm kind of the same way.
Makes me want to get up and dance.
Shake it off. Yeah. I mean, I respect what she's doing. It's hard to write fucking hooky riffs and.
She's not writing a lot of that stuff, though. I'm sure.
No, I'm sure she didn't write it, but you know.
She used to write her own stuff, you know, when she was a acoustic.
You've seen
singer.
Taylor Swift.
I've seen Taylor Swift, yeah. Before she was famous.
She was a country artist.
She was a country artist, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I tip what she does. I mean, to make millions and millions and millions of people like you, you have to tip that in some way.
I saw her perform at her middle school. I saw her perform at her middle school.
On the volleyball court? Before you were asked to leave?
Yeah. they kicked me out for bringing a telephoto lens.
I thought it was because you couldn't be near the school.
Well, that was on my driver's license.
Bay Area! Little Faith No More album of the year. I tried to play Last Cup of Sorrow, and I think I didn't play that. I think I missed again on the groove.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude.
Anyway,
no idea.
had to play some Faith No More. That just screams fucking Bay Area. This was a present from Finn back in the day. This is the music on vinyl reissue of this from, I don't know, 2013-ish, 2012, somewhere in there. Some of the first albums she ever gifted me, actually. And I really wanted to play Last Cup of Sorrow, and I think we did, but it may have bled into another song.
Couple songs, I think.
It's a killer LP. Killer LP.
Paths of Glory. That sounds like a very motivational kind of song. Paths of Glory.
Sure.
Like Chariots of Fire or something like that. Makes me want to go run on the beach with a torch in my hand.
Now I'm gonna do a little reach here. Given the fact that Kansas City's kind of struggling when it comes to like filling this mix in with some Kansas City steez. Mm-hmm. It was a dig of the week from last week. Came in a box from Fred. And a couple things about this. Tool's Lateralis. Well, Danny Carey is from Lawrence, Kansas, which is 40 minutes away from Kansas City. And I wanted to play this anyway. And I wanted to play this not only because of the Super Bowl thing, but also because Fred sent it last week, and I fucking love this record. Now, here's the true story. I actually already own Lateralis, okay? And I've had it for a while.
Okay.
But inadvertently, Fred has done something incredibly cool without really knowing it. Because what this is going to afford me to do is I'm going to be able to take the copy of Lateralis that me and Finn listened to for years and years and years, and I'm going to be able to give that to the fucking kid. And she's going to be able to keep that in her collection and listen to it, the one that we listen to. And I'll be able to keep the copy that Fred has sent to listen to here in the studio. So inadvertently, Fred did something incredibly even cooler than he probably even thought. So thanks again, Fred, and the kid will be ecstatic about that.
You know, you could have played that barbecue ribs record.
It's not Kansas City.
Well, it's barbecue.
Cracked Rib by Cal Collins.
Yeah.
Cal.
It sounds Kansas City, though,
Yeah.
you know.
It does, or St. Louis.
Yeah.
He may be from there. I don't know.
You need to do your homework for this. Next
He's a
year,
Chiefs
man.
fan. When he got arrested in the airport, he was wearing the Chiefs jersey. That's right. That's right. I do remember that. That's a true story.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Proudest day of his.
Sure. Zonk put this on. I'm so glad he did. I've been sleeping on this. I've been meaning to pick this up forever, and a juggernaut of an album that everybody that loves heavy music at all should have in their collection. Corrosion of Conformity, Deliverance. You know when this came out? 92? 94? 94.
94.
94. And for my money, the best Corrosion of Conformity album. Albatross is like, that's the song. I mean, that's the fucking song. So tell us where you picked this up. Did you just pick it up like locally, or did you pre-order it when those reissues came out?
Holy shit, I can't even remember.
Sure.
Yeah.
Welcome to Record Night. That's what it's, yeah. I have no fucking idea, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Because you know what? I did do a lot of the run out groove shit, but this is not run out groove.
I remember when they came out, I've passed on it because
Actually, an underdog.
Actually, I asked the guy, I think it was at Hippo, I asked the guy, and I was like, because I had a big stack of records and I was over my budget of what I thought I wanted to do that for that week or whatever, and I was like, hey, tell me something. Are you going to be able to get more copies of this Corrosion Conformity? Is it going to be something that's going to disappear and then you're going to be like, fuck? And he was like, I mean, it looks like this is going to be around for a little while. So I ended up buying whatever else I had in the stack because it was like a $35 reissue. But it's very well done. I just had a bunch of stuff in my stack and it was a little too much for me at the time. But yeah, and if you guys don't know that the story, Reed Mullen, the drummer for Corrosion of Conformity, his sister taught science where me and Jay went to high school.
There.
Little sweet country girl.
I had her for homeroom my freshman year.
Yeah. And I know
And science teacher twice.
Pilmer hung out with Reed Mullen some because he lived in Raleigh, and a drummer for Holy Roller, Jay Ovitori, who's been on the program before. He's hung out with Reed, I believe, and Jerry West or Jerry Lawler. I got to go Jerry Lawler on that.
They're both winners in my book.
Okay, quote of the night. Quote of the night.
I respect Jerry. Jerry West was a great basketball player.
Vance just saw COC this past November. Still kicking ass. Yeah, Zonk said he saw him
right after. They went to Chicago 2 days after they played in little old Winston-Salem. There was some kind of festival up there for BK. But oh yeah, I fucking loved it, man.
They still bringing it after all these years?
Fuck yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Lollapalooza, was that the festival?
There was no festival at the Ramcat.
No, I'm talking about Chicago. Was that going
I
to play
do not
Lollapalooza?
know what the... You'd have to ask Mr. Zep Pearl.
Correct. Jerry West is the NBA logo. That's why they call him the Logo Nebulous. That's his nickname.
The logo.
Yeah.
And then finally, man, I've not pulled this out in years, and I have no idea why. We used to play this all the fucking time. Massive Attack 2.
That's a cool cover, man.
Great album, great band. Most people reach for Mezzanine when you're talking about Massive Attack, and actually Finn gave this to me as well for Christmas, like back in the day. We both were big Massive Attack fans. Definitely I was kind of worried that it may be a little more later night vibes than like coming off of like a, especially to be the last record we play before we do the show. But it's some up-tempo stuff. It really was. Still good. And still, can't believe I've not played that in so fucking long, man. It's been a long time.
What's wrong with you, man?
Before we get into Dig of the Week, let's see if we can't pull up some of these fucking
You
marbles.
might have stomach cancer for forgetting to play that all the time.
It's possible.
You know?
I do sometimes.
Marbles.
Sometimes I throw up in my sleep. I heard that's a sign.
Blood? Blood in your sleep?
It's dark. I can't look at the color.
I've had blood come out of other places, like at
Okay.
night. No, I mean, when I say other places, I don't mean the back.
You gonna do marbles?
Actually, yeah, I'm loading it now.
No, I'm talking about Jay. You gonna get in?
Oh, no, I think I'm going to sit this one out, folks.
It's funny, Sean. I think the reason.
Let's do a shot while we're doing this. Bro.
Sure, we'll do a shot right now. Grab that look.
Where's that? Oh, is it still in there?
So,
He's an honorable man. He keeps it in the freezer.
yeah, I do.
I say, screw that. I just...
No,
throw it out
let me tell
somewhere.
the story.
What story?
Yeah, you don't know because
This better not be but this better not be a
interrupting.
Toby Keith joke.
No.
Go ahead with your story.
No, as Transmitting Live from Mars had hipped me to that that new Best Gibbons single. I fucking two bands I really like put together in my head is Massive Attack and Portishead. They always kind of, I don't get them confused, but I kind of lump them into the same shit.
Portishead, Angry Johnny.
No, Jay.
Who was that?
And so as Poe, and so I'm thinking about
Scott.
as I'm thinking about Portishead, I start thinking about Massive Attack, and I was like, fuck, that Massive Attack record I used to play all the fucking time. What happened? Why don't I play it?
I'll be honest, I know nothing about that record. Like zero.
What about what?
I know nothing about Massive Attack. Like
Okay.
zero.
They did the theme song for House.
Are they like Fugazi? Not real.
Jay.
Are they shoegaze though?
No.
Okay, they're not. Oh, I'll take it. Well,
Yeah, you can just sit it right there.
what would you lump them as then?
I don't know.
Alternative?
Sean, what would you call them?
Alternative?
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy way to get out of that.
Like college radio? Alternative?
No, but they had elements of hip hop. They had that kind of alt rock vibe with like
What year is that record?
that one. I'm not sure.
Or the release, not the
I'm not
vinyl
sure.
itself.
I'm not sure exactly.
90s though? Like, is that what you're talking?
Yeah,
See, I'd never heard of them in the 90s.
shoegazy, ass gazers. Poe is great. Angry Johnny. Here we go.
Angry Johnny, yeah, somebody likes them. I knew somebody did.
He blows it into his ass using Fever's nose pipe. I don't know what we're talking about, but
Ouch. Ouch. Speaking of fever,
He should be, yeah.
he's too busy putting his makeup on, I think.
whoa, come on, Dad.
He's got to powder up.
I think he already turned back into the fucking pumpkin.
Probably.
Yeah.
Steve's been sick, I heard. I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah. Let's do exclamation point vote, then the number of the track. Trip hop down tempo electronica. That's perfect. Yep. Trip hop. That's what I was really looking
Beat, you're the one I would trust, beat stylist.
for. Hell yeah. Exclamation point vote, then the number of the track you would like to run, folks. Exclamation point vote, then the number of the track you would like to run. We're gonna do this fucking shot. Put it on a wide shot.
Is there one called Gordon's Fishman costume?
What track is number one?
I don't know. A lot of people are voting for one.
I don't know. Just let it happen. Let it happen organically.
I'm not trying to influence anything.
Just let it happen.
Oh, trust me, I don't mess with the vote. I don't like to influence elections.
Stop. Is there a dead Tovi track?
God, man. All right, you guys are starting to reach a little too deep.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It's your
Getting to a point now.
it's your
guys,
digestive track, and then it gets really rough toward the end.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this video.
Oh yeah, okay.
Standing alone in a colonial house.
I wouldn't mind watching her take
Let's
a
just
dump.
grabbed her crotch. Did you see that?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching her take a dump, Jay. Cheers, everybody.
God, you know she's like 15.
Uh-uh.
Look at the one on the right. Good Lord. You know what they say about bass players, right? They say the bass makes you look 100 pounds bigger.
Her turds look like soup cans. Even with the lines on them and shit. You know, like when you dump out a can of like cranberry sauce, it's still got the lines on it. That's what her turds look like. They still got those fucking lines on them.
Canned turds.
Turd lines.
Canned. Let's start selling that. Oh god, that's worse than dog food. Canned dog food.
Or jarred up or bagged farts.
You can buy those on eBay.
Absolutely.
I heard.
Absolutely. Let's see what's winning here. 6 votes for the funnel. That must be because of Toby Keith.
Oh god. Come on, folks.
Oh. We got a low altitude funnel going on here.
Listen,
You ever hear that around the airport, Zonk? A low altitude funnel gun?
I intended for this to be a tribute show, but it's not going that way though. Apparently,
You want to put my hat on?
No.
Go put my hat
A lot
on.
of people didn't appreciate Toby's work.
Exclamation point play. Exclamation point play in the chat, please. Get yourself a good spot, folks. Don't be left behind. Come on and join the team and come on in for the big win.
I think Steve's here.
Is that right?
Is that right?
I have superpowers.
Did you just hear a scarf jingling? Oh, I hear a honk. Steve is literally coming in here at 12:30.
What's wrong with him? God, what's wrong with that man?
Get in here, folks. Get a good spot.
He's woke your neighbors up. Oh, he's got to take the dog out. He won't be on set till 12:45.
At least.
He's got to pee 3 times before.
Pee 3 times.
Can you pee 3 times real fast?
Yeah, but it's only a dribble. Yeah, you know, I had this bit I wrote one time.
I know. They don't tell you about
I had, like, my dad told me, like, you're going to hit a certain age where you're going to just start growing hair in certain places.
Oh, my dad didn't say that.
You're going to start feeling things about girls and all this stuff, telling you birds and bees. He didn't tell me you're also going to hit another age where as soon as you get done taking a shit, the first thing you have to do is stand up and take a dribble piss. Apparently that's something I missed in the conversation.
Yeah, it's no laughing matter, apparently.
No laughing matter. They got Roy Rogers by you. They all closed down.
Yeah,
Sean.
we haven't had Roy Rogers.
We love the Roy
in
Rogers.
many
thing,
years.
Yeah. Jay was the roast beef king over there. Your name was up on the wall, Jay.
Do you remember when?
Because you wrote it. It just said Jay. Not because you didn't.
We didn't have many Roy Rogers.
Just that
here.
one on High Point Road.
Yeah, there weren't many Roy Rogers in this area. We had Po Folks
Who knows about Po Folks?
when I was a young kid. You know about Po Folks? Steve?
Remember Po Folks?
I don't know, Po folks.
Oh, I've been meaning to play that commercial. Let's run this race. You got a Bojangles near you, Mark? No way.
Who said that?
Murph, go get you a couple of 4-8 steak biscuits over there.
But I think Bojangles is making their way around the country
Yeah.
slowly.
All right.
Chick-fil-A is right.
We don't have a track record for the community on this, but we're going to go ahead and start this
Okay.
fucking race. Here we go. Good luck,
Do
everybody.
we have any Toby Keith we can play over this or anything
No,
like that?
no.
Hey,
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Now that I'm on my way.
Stay away from the chicken. Bad chicken. Mess you up.
So let me tell a story about
No, we're in the middle of a race.
this documentary I watched this week
We're in a race.
about the We Are the World making on Netflix.
We are the world.
Man, that was the worst documentary I've ever seen, I think, about music. It's so pretentious.
Shut up, Linge.
But you watched it.
No, I actually like left it with 30 minutes left. I just got bored.
Oh, look at the Wiz. He's the Wiz. He's
So
the
I haven't
fucking
finished
Wiz.
it. I think I know how it ends, though.
Jay.
But don't ruin it for me just in case.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Who gets through the colon first? Aaron's puking. I hear you on puking. I hear you on puking.
Somebody said if a bomb was to drop on this studio right now, John Denver will be back on top. Dude, that was pretty funny.
Somebody said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I laughed out loud that one. But apparently Stevie Wonder's tough to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't see things his way,
I didn't see that coming.
man, they kind of
crowd.
alluded to this blonde thing's been
Jay,
a
we're in
hoax.
the middle of a fucking race here.
Dude,
Who's in the lead?
Nebulous Prowler.
But this thing,
Oh, get the little bump, the little RC Pro-Am bump right here.
this thing
He's
about
running. Nope. Save it.
this whole thing about him being blonde's a sham, though. Come on, like.
Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this. Detroit Dan getting up in that mix. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Did I go off the board?
Does everybody's hands get tired doing this
Yeah.
race?
I know mine do.
Oh man, I said the other day that is it over?
No.
I said the other day that told some kid I just got done driving the Zamboni, my legs are tired. Get a pretty good laugh by the adults standing around.
Uh-huh. Detroit Dan's making some waves right now. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is close. This is close. This is close.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, whoa.
Next door.
Detroit, Rock City.
Oh, you planned that, didn't you?
Oh, Rock City.
You playing that like Jim Nance.
You won?
What do you think Tony Romo's going to say? What's the big Tony Romo catchphrase this year for the Super Bowl?
I think his eyes are too far apart. It bothers me.
They have a surgery
That's
for
why
that.
he never was any good.
He looks like AI. When he's talking, he just looks like an AI character.
They have a surgery to fix those eyes.
Yeah. Let's wait for the official result, and there it is.
Congratulations,
Detroit Dan.
What's the 96 mean, Dan?
That's personal. It's private, Jay.
Is that your
No,
is that your
stop.
That's
zip?
what year he was born.
Is that your zip code?
That's private.
96
That's private.
privates.
Private.
I really have a problem with that commercial where they say it keeps your privates clean. Like that makes me cringe, you know.
What is this, Steve?
It's like night lights, Super Bowl night lights, right?
Da, 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 da.
Maybe those come off a set.
Records.
Were those
Da, ba, ba, ba.
were those used at set props for last year's Super Bowl?
We can't get into all that. Let's get into a little dig of the week action.
Okay.
Who wants to go first for dig of the week?
Well, I was gonna say I don't have anything. Why
Hey
can't-
Zonk, you want to do your digs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you want me to show that record I brought real quick?
Which one?
The record.
The one we're trading for?
Yeah. People can give you their opinion on it.
Okay. Sure. Jay has brought this record over, and I'm inquiring about this record because Jay's not the biggest fan
Of punk music, really.
in general. Ramones End of the Century. This is a little later Ramones.
Yeah, it is. It's 80s.
I
Like
like that. These were tougher to
early
come
to
by.
mid, I want to say.
Is this Electra?
I believe so.
Electra, the 80s Electra stuff was harder to get, right? That's
I don't know.
because they weren't reissued or some shit.
I don't know.
Um,
I want to listen to it a couple times. It's actually I only listened to it once.
but what do you want for it?
I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if
You were interested in some of my.
it doesn't sound like, early Ramones like
Right,
punk. I mean,
right.
it's a little different. So
Nate said he just got that Ramones record last week.
Phil Spector, yep.
What's up, MT?
That was the Phil Spector before he murdered that woman.
Okay. Is that necessary to fucking?
Just make sure that's out there, because he didn't make good music after he murdered her.
Okay.
It's never the same.
But I've got a bunch of Eric Clapton records.
Yeah, you're not a big Clapton guy.
Not a solo Clapton guy.
I like any Clapton.
So I may give you-
I appreciate his guitar playing, so I like the artist.
I would maybe give
don't
you.
make judgments on
How
them.
many of those do you have? Solo Clapton.
I've got one. It's backless. See, what are you doing over there, man? You're making me uncomfortable.
Well, I'll give you several Clapton records for that one Ramones.
I've got backless, but it's borderline playable. I've got the history of Eric Clapton. Which
Slow hand?
No,
You don't have slow hand?
no. I've got
So
I've got the history of Eric Clapton, which is like that
461
six record
Ocean
set.
Boulevard.
I don't have any of them.
I'll,
That's all I'm saying.
Money and cigarettes?
I'll definitely give you those two for that one, and then whatever else one
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I've got stuff. I'm going to start selling off all my records.
I'm gonna grab
Some
a
of my
beer.
possessions too, I think.
Which Super Bowl are we watching?
Well, this is San Francisco.
Touchdown.
This is on San Francisco for sure. All right, so so Zonk.
Yeah, Zonk, Terry, what's dig of the week action?
I got Dick.
Steve's got digs.
Let me cut out it. You want to
Yeah,
sit
do-
down on the wide, Steve, or you want me to close it in?
You can close it in. It's all good. You'll still show the records.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I should have took this shit out with all the price
Look at
stuff
that.
on there.
Now we're back in tight. I did that with my phone. Isn't that cool?
Awesome. last week you asked me, you said, what are you collecting? A little bit of everything. Well, that's what this dig is going to represent. A little bit of everything. So this is going to be like regular records. Everybody's probably already got.
Population
And-
Tire, what's up, baby?
It was just like, oh shit, I needed a copy of that type of deal.
Sure.
So that's kind of where we're going to go here, and then we're going to show some of the other medium after these.
Sure.
A little Billy Idol,
Oh, no.
Charmed Life,
I don't actually have this one.
Cradle of Love.
Nice.
Needed a super clean copy. Why not?
Wow. I never see this record.
Yeah. It's a 1990 record, so, or no, I forget the year.
I never see that
1990.
record.
Yeah, it's a 1990 record. So we're gonna keep on for Zep Pearl out there. Didn't have the song Remains the
Oh,
Same.
nice. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one.
So
Gotta have that in the collection. Fantastic.
Vance would probably be mad how weak my Zeppelin collection is.
That's my favorite all-around Zeppelin record.
Favorite
All right.
all-around Zeppelin record for Jay.
All right.
That version
So-
of, I think it's Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite live versions.
Yeah, it's what a great live record. I mean,
One
it's
to
pretty.
San Francisco.
Oh shit!
Classic Sabbath.
And was missing from your collection.
Yeah, I
Not an
didn't-
upgrade. You just didn't have it.
Did not have Paranoid, man, and that should be in every metalhead's collection for sure.
Hell yeah! Which this looks original U.S. pressing, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the on the green Warner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I watched Billy String. Have you seen
Yeah.
Billy String?
fucking A, dude. Picking up an
No, I
original
haven't
is
seen
great.
that.
Sabbath is one of those where I mean I expect except for like the deluxe stuff, like Steve got the extra stuff and all that. I like OGs for Sabbath for whatever reason. There's certain bands that just I don't know why I just want OGs of them or close.
Right.
Sabbath is one of those. Except I mean I do love those deluxe things where you get the extra stuff like Steve's got, but
But yeah,
Other than that.
nothing beats that. Here's another one. Holy shit.
fuck. Houses of the Holy for Sean. That's the
Okay.
only Zeppelin Mars is missing. Holy shit.
So yeah, there's some other folks that are
Zep
still
has them all, Nate.
multiple copies.
MT says I have every Zeppelin record except Coda and only paid for one. That's funny. And Coda gets a bad rap, but it kind of falls into like that, like Born Again for speaking of Sabbath, where it's not the best Zeppelin record,
But it's still a
but if it was another band by a different title, you would probably really like it.
yes.
And I mean,
It really wasn't like a studio album where they went in, let's make an album. It wasn't that.
yeah, I mean, it's just like people say the shit on Born Again. It's like, oh, it's such a shitty like Sabbath record or whatever. But if it was, I heard Chromie D say this first. Like if it was some other band's name and they just released it, you would be all over it and nutting all over yourself to find an OG somewhere. If it was called like fucking Bloodlet or something like that, you'd be all over it. What is this now? Oh, Rat.
Reach for the Sky.
Nice. I don't have this one. I only have one Rat record, the big one. But yeah, you don't see this around, man.
No,
Especially
no.
like in your local shop. Where does this fall? Do
This
you know?
is 88.
Okay.
Detonator's 90, which that's a harder record to get, but I don't have to have that one.
Yeah, that's
I've
a little-
actually got all the Rat stuff.
Do you really?
Round and Round, I got the EP.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, I like that stuff. The Zonk Man listens to, I guess you'd call it popular music.
Sure. Well, there's
And-
some stuff you just gotta fucking have, you know.
Gotta have some stoner.
What is this now?
Kylesa.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Now, this
Hell
is a 2021 reissue of a 2006 album, and the title "Time Will Fuse Its Worth."
That's fantastic. What label's this on?
The
Heavy
reissue is
Psych.
on Heavy Psych Sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Very
was
cool.
not originally on that.
Very cool. Hell yeah.
And here's another popular record that I just needed in the collection. Blues Breakers, man. You guys were just talking about Clapton, but some John Mayall, yeah.
See, I love the stuff with the, like Mail. Like anytime Clapton is like with somebody, whether it be Cream or Yardbirds or like Like any of this kind of stuff, like the Mayall stuff, I love that stuff. It's his solo records that I'm just like, I don't know.
Right.
It's all right.
Like his stuff, he's put out
yeah,
like
good.
20 records in the last 25, 30 years, and they're all pretty good. They're just,
I mean,
they're
John
Clapton.
McVie's on bass.
It's at some point like Clapton just
Yeah,
sounds like
that's
everything else. I just
is that the Beano record? That's not
This
the Beano record.
it is a later reissue. That's a
yeah.
1977. It's not the
fantastic.
original
Fantastic.
66
Edition.
or 67 was
collector's
original.
edition. Oh, I'm not sure.
I forget when the original pressing was, but yeah, it's a later reissue, 77.
77.
Okay, so we're gonna
As
show.
long as Clapton isn't sitting around thinking about how smart he is, yeah, wearing a fucking vest and shit. Yeah. A paisley vest.
You might want to close that window.
Why?
Talking about Clapton.
Oh,
How smart he is.
It is open. The window is open.
This kid fell.
Oh. Hey, Zongman,
yeah.
what's the difference between a bag of cocaine and a baby?
Eric Clapton will catch the bag of cocaine.
He would never let a bag of cocaine fall off a balcony.
Okay. Pa-pow.
What?
Speaking of, okay, go ahead. Yeah, what you got? What you got?
Just skip.
Oh, had to start over. Hit the reset on that. Speaking of great guitarists, I've been in a damn Stevie Ray Vaughan kick.
Oh, wow, that's
Recently, just recently got the CD box set. It's,
Oh, this is really
it's
cool,
3
dude.
CDs, 1 DVD. Came out 2000. They've redone everything
never
he's
seen this.
ever recorded or
Wow.
done. I found it super cheap.
Nice
so,
packaging, though. Look at Jay. You would be all over this.
So I was like, hell yeah. And speaking of
Got a
Stevie
nice book
Ray,
in it. How many CDs? 4?
3 CDs, 1 DVD.
3 CDs, 1 DVD.
Yeah. So it's everything, early stuff all the way up to the helicopter crash.
Yeah, because wasn't much after that.
Took his,
Right.
took his life.
So I had to show some CDs. I don't know how much grief I'll get.
Nah,
Something I want to say about, because we played the whole Carl Weathers Living in America.
Sure.
Stevie Ray played on that.
On that album? I mean, that's
On Living in America, yes.
Really?
On that.
You
Yes.
guys know that?
There, and then in this little
I believe it though, because he was living in America at the time.
Jay?
But in this box set, it has like all the little one-offs where he played guitar, on the Bowie Let's Dance.
Yeah.
All that
Give me a
stuff
more
that he
like
ever
that.
played on anybody's record is in there also. And I'm going to show this. MT is probably already out of the room.
No,
But-
he's up in this mug.
These killer. This is
Rain grenade.
sweet. I did not want to get in the way on that. I'd actually traded like a buddy recently. This is a band from Belgium, and this
Okay.
is. Now we're just going to call it heavy metal, but it was super heavy. 83, 84, 85. That's the self-titled Acid.
Nice.
Then the 84 album is Maniac.
I don't know these guys.
And they're obscure. This is UK reissues from just in the last 10 years.
Oh, that's a cool cover. That's a really cool cover.
Engine Beast.
Look
And they
at
had
that.
like 83, 84, 85.
MT says fuck yeah. You got a fuck yeah from MT.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
I got to move my car so Jay can get out.
Okay. Dude, put that on your fucking VC like
Right.
resume. You got a fuck yeah from
I
Metal
got a fuck
Corruption.
yeah from MT. Right on. So yeah, I traded a buddy and he kind of turned me on to Acid because I was clueless.
Yeah,
But this
I
is
don't-
great stuff.
I don't know
Female
fuck all about those
fronted.
guys.
Sorry, we can't play it after the show or anything. Bringing the other format or whatever.
We can. It'll just take a minute.
But
Badass.
so that's all the Zongman's got, and that's a lot of stuff.
Well, fuck. Now Steve's got to.
I know now Steve's out of the room,
Steve's
but
moving his car. Let's entertain chat. What say you, chat?
what say you, chat? But yeah, I knew MT would be all over that Acid. That's
So. How did you know those guys?
a friend of mine, the one that when we went to see Holy Roller, Mark.
Yeah.
He actually traded, and he's new Wabum. He's a big metal guy.
Yeah.
All 80s, early 90s. So we were just doing some trade or whatever, and he said, "Hey, you might dig this," and I was like, hell yeah, I was all over it. And he was.
Are you hesitant to buy CDs? Or no, you said last week you're more into CDs really now, more than you are vinyl, or probably equal?
Well, I mean, I guess I sure bought a shitload of records the past week.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I'm like, I'm only buying 45s and tapes, I sure do end up with a fucking bunch of fucking LPs. I mean, nevertheless.
So yeah. So as far as the addiction, gonna be buying records. But no. I'll look for cheap CDs of certain era.
For a lot of bands, CDs are the way to go.
Right.
Is that your car? It's like a dreamsicle?
Yeah, man. That's the Tangerine Dream.
What you got for Dig of the Week, Steve?
All right, we're gonna bust out of here. So, Steve, get on up in here.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we'll do the switcheroo.
Put your butt over here, Steve. Hey, Zonk, will you hand me that box on the table when you come back?
Yes.
Good Lord, man. I had to take my bed apart, put it back together.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
For what?
I was trying to clean underneath it because the dog keeps crawling under the bed. I know it's dirty as shit under there. He's got some ear mites or something going on. So I was like, let me clean the bed. And as I was cleaning, I realized things were falling apart. So, I mean, it was a mess.
That just sounded like a David Lynch film.
Anyway.
I have no idea what you're explaining.
I went, that Habitat Restore next
Sure.
door.
Do you guys have Habitat for Humanity restores? You sound like, are you sick? What's going on?
I'm getting over it.
Okay.
But
You sound like Tom Waits right now.
I went to the Habitat Restore and I found this 7-inch the Tornadoes Telstar.
Are you sure it's not Tornadoes?
I believe it's
Who knows about these guys?
it's Telstar, man. It's the classic. I guess is that the first use of the Moog? No, maybe I don't know.
Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it.
You know it, you love it. I think the Ventures
That's
covered
pretty cool.
it. A lot of bands covered Telstar. I think that was
Yeah.
the first time. Maybe I could be wrong. Also today, over at Hippo, picked up this War album from '76. War Heroes, I think it was. Love Is All Around.
Do I have this one?
I don't know if you do. It's only got 6 songs on it, but
You know what fucks me up?
but the one on there I really wanted was his cover of A Day in the Life, the Beatles.
Oh, this still has Eric Burden on it.
Yeah, it's Eric Burden.
What the? No, I don't have this.
He must have come back or something. Cause,
Yeah, I don't have this. You know what's funny? Immediately I was like, wait, is this thick as a brick? And then I'm like, wait, is that Bossa Nova record I have? And I'm like, wait, is it? No, it's like, I don't think it's either of those. I don't think I have that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's good.
How many records was Eric Burden on with War? I thought it was just that fucking first one.
No,
there's
there were
Declares.
2, and then
I thought he drifted away, but came back
what's
to
that?
this.
What's the second one called?
Oh, it's got the hand on it.
Declares war.
Well,
That's the first one.
Okay.
Eric Burden declares war, and then there's a second one that's got like all their faces.
3 days from now, everyone except Jay will be sick. Usually it's like Jay tells us like 3 days later, oh, by the way, I have the flu. Oh, you mean you're telling the guys you smoked a blunt with like 2 days ago that you had the flu when you were smoking with
And
us?
this one's badass. It's on Blue Note. It's brother Jack McDuff,
Oh, yeah.
moon rapping.
Wow.
I listened to it while I was cleaning up, and God, this is so good. So good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What year is this?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I like I said, I just
Is it
got
blue?
it.
Is it blue and black?
I haven't even looked at the vinyl.
Oh, really?
Let me look.
Somebody will tell us.
Really? It's UMC color.
The black
It's a
man,
reissue because it's got .com on here and
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
The Black Man's Burden.
It's from 1970.
That's
I
the
think?
second War album. Is the Black Man's Burden.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't have that one. I need that.
Yeah, this is a reissue.
Fuck.
This is a reissue.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, that's wow. Oh, it says a reissue.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice. Good shape.
Hell yeah. You picked that up used at like a shop?
At Hippo today, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. That's all I got. Just wanted to share. I showed this. I got this a few weeks ago, but I can't remember. I think I showed it.
I don't remember nothing.
Because I remember you saying core instead of core.
Oh yeah, core.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed
I
that.
took that. Yeah. That's all I got.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you what I got.
What you got?
I got a box in the mail from the one and only, the nifty gifter, the GOAT fucking Nebulous Prowler. He's a good packager. We got a lot of good packagers, actually.
Good packager.
I mean, look at this. It's a box like this. Boom. It's got the Fragile on it. Look, it says Fragile phonograph records inside. Keep away from heat and sunlight. Do not bend or crush. I mean, motherfucker's serious.
Yeah. Well, he don't want to catch.
And it always
he don't want to catch no grief on the VCs
No,
shipping stuff.
Every time, but this is the thing. Every time he sends records, it always has this on there. That's like his calling card. And also, it always
Maybe that should be all of our calling cards.
it also always says Mikey Bananas, care of Rosenbach's Productions. That's an inside joke from way back when, which I don't even really remember the fucking
Punchline.
It was no Betty White was on the Pyramid Show,
Yeah.
and they were asking. I can't remember what the question was in Pyramid, but Betty White's answer was Rosenbach's, and they were like, no, bam, bam. And like we stopped the show and we're like, wait, Rosenbach's? What the fuck is a Rosenbach's? But yeah, he always puts care of Rosenbach's Productions on there. It was fucking funny.
Nice.
So let's get busy. Let's get busy with it.
Knife it up.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Going to pick up our fourth car tomorrow.
Fourth car. Fuck. Can't have that.
Four car family.
Can't have that fucking TV money.
It's an old car. It's a beater for my youngest daughter. So as soon as I turn 60, my youngest daughter is getting a car. So that
Dude.
seals the deal.
Who out there really like misses driving an actual like fucking beater? I kind of miss that vibe. Don't you kind of in a way where you just don't give a fuck?
That's what I'm driving now.
Ah, no.
It's a fucking Saltmobile, man.
No, when it's like, you know, you're driving a 76 Cutlass and you're just like, I don't know, man, I got a car. Fuck it. I kind of miss that.
My
vibe.
beater was a 74 Corolla. I mean, before that, I think it was before that I had a 72 Impala.
Whoa.
You might call that a beater, but no, it was
Hey,
a
Steve,
muscle car. It was.
Can you pan that camera to include everybody?
Oh.
Jay acted like he didn't know what fucking west and north was.
That shit.
It's tight. It's gonna let clamp. There you go.
How's that?
Sure, that's perfect.
Of course.
Jay acted like that was a fucking SAT exam.
But he couldn't sign his name.
I'll get 200 for that.
Can't believe how big
She
that
got a
room
boob
was.
job. She did. Bring it home.
Yes. This is a process.
I got knives too. I can stab you back, so watch out.
I'm trying to be.
It's well packaged.
That was my nickname in high
He's a
school.
packager, man. You gotta watch out. You got a packager, you gotta take extra care to unpackage it. You're not much of an unpackager.
Called swing blade instead of sling blade. It's swing blade, Mikey Bananas.
I do that a lot of
The
knives.
trick is just to bring the knife right towards you.
There you go.
That's just the half of it. Now you got to get into the rest.
These little.
Let's make good signs.
Why is that delayed?
There's a little. Don't worry about it.
That shouldn't happen.
We'll accept it.
I don't know why that's doing that.
Let's just reboot the computer.
Rebooth?
That one's not delayed.
Bill Boothby.
What do we do?
It's like we're watching a
It's
fucking.
the liar.
That's weird.
Gremlins.
You got a favorite in the Super Bowl?
Nice 11.
Nah. Sweet.
I about said nice 11 bag. Somehow I substituted 11 for yellow. I told you.
It is the 11th color.
Synesthesia. I've told people, but I did that.
Is that like Propecia?
Uh-huh.
No. Oh my god. Now you said some of these
I
may
see
be.
something
He
already.
said some of these may be upgrades. Some of it may be stuff you'd never had. Whatever. Oh, here I see some sevens. Let's jump into some sevens. Shirley Booth, the computer. Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Look at,
I am
that,
Queen.
look at that picture.
Mystery lady. This is.
Mystery lady.
God, I am bricked the fuck up over here. Holy shit. I am bricked up. An African queen is the B on this. That's solid. That's very clean though. Holy shit. That's a really. That's not just. You may run into this sometimes, but this looks fucking pristine. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sit that bitch down there.
I came across a Billy Ocean
Oh!
image today.
I know where you were. I know. I know exactly where that is. Also, Loverboy. Now I got to go back and get that 45 where I know you're talking about to complete the fucking trifecta. Little
I
love.
saw that record too.
God, yeah.
I left those there for you.
You guys have to go there?
I can't.
And like go to the sevens?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the
I
only
actually,
person
I
that
sit
likes
down
that.
on the couch.
just went there to decide
Dude.
which other
Yes,
records I was going to
I sit
keep.
down on the couch.
Again, a
Hoping
really
they,
nice
they
copy.
still have the
though.
listening station, but they don't.
Right.
It'll be your
Because I wanted to drop the
Never.
needle.
lover. Why is this delayed? That's so fucking weird. I'm gonna try some real quick. Hold
It's
on.
the Grown Man Record Night Twilight Zone, man.
See if this catches it back up. It doesn't catch it back up. That's so fucking weird. I better. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna regret doing this.
We had a Super Bowl tailgate party at work today. I brought a cake. Remember that cake they had at my birthday party?
Yeah.
Faye had given me all like the topping stuff. There was a bunch of excess. I recreated that cake.
Okay.
It's still delayed.
And they also said like wear your favorite pro shirt. So these are my pro. This is my pro.
You see the delay
my pro
too?
team is the Georgia.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Not for me.
No, it is. It's a problem.
Well, as long as we're still on the air, it's not. A
Yeah,
problem.
what do they say in the chat?
No, it's all fucked up. Actually, do me a favor, Steve.
What?
I feel
Go to Winston.
no. Take the HDMI out of the camera and plug it back in.
Ooh. You sure?
We're gonna roll the dice.
We're rolling the dice here.
Can I get a confirmation? I'm doing it.
Okay. Just mom.
That's not HDMI. Blow on it?
No. Just replug it.
Mini USB.
No, it's HDMI. It's a micro HDMI. Okay. Why is that delayed? That makes no fucking sense.
Don't obsess over it.
No, but we can't use that camera.
Yes, we can.
No, it's like it's delayed. Like it looks fucking stupid.
Oh, so the sound doesn't stay with the camera.
No, we're not in sync. It looks stupid.
Oh.
Sit that up there, will you?
I'll just hold it.
Easy, don't let that unplug.
I know.
That's weird. I don't know why that does that. Let's do the time warp.
Yeah.
We always have backup. Freeze it.
Well, it's wobbly.
Yeah, I got you.
Gotta fix that.
Steve's fixing the wobbly. I'm pulling the rest of the records out.
Man, look at that. Woo!
Oh, wow.
What's that look like?
More me?
More you?
Yep. It's pointed over to the TV.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about getting me in.
It doesn't give us the same shot, does it?
No,
No, it's not going to.
Boom. Freeze.
Yeah, focus on the normal.
We'll just figure this out. Oh, wow. Very cool. Because mine is shit. Or the one I'm missing. Axis Bold as Love. That's the Jimmy I'm missing.
Oh, really? Castles made of sand.
Fall in the sea eventually.
I need that Hendrix too. Yeah.
I'm missing that bitch. Neb is up on the fucking point with that shit. Dude, Neb, this motherfucker, dude. This motherfucker, he listens to the show and takes notes like he's in a fucking college class. I just fucking said, this is the foo I've been missing and I've been looking for. What, last week? Last week, maybe? Or if not week before last? Godzilla eating dust from Fu Manchu that's got that fucking receiver on the front.
Yeah.
I just talked about this. I mean, just fucking said it, dude.
Killer food, man.
That's like a compilation.
Although I do like
Pull it
the
back.
original cover with the
Tilt it forward.
motorcycles and stuff on it.
I like that cover
You like the cover with the amp.
with the amp on it. Oh my god. Amazing.
Sweet.
Get out of there.
More shit.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. You mentioned that there's some of these could be upgrades. My copy of this is absolute dog shit. And this looks
Oh, I can
Fucking-
attest to that.
Jesus Christ. Mob rules.
Sabbath.
Fell in love with a country girl, morning sunshine.
That's
I used to have this. I used to have a baseball T-shirt of this.
B-ball?
Kind of freaked my parents out.
We call that B-ball in
I love that album.
the business.
I probably have never listened to this album.
Really? That's Dio Sabbath.
Oh, really? That's why it's the second one.
That's,
I've got Heaven and Hell.
How can
hey,
I know?
dude, you can have my old one.
Believe.
100%.
Okay.
It plays through. It's a good like listen copy, but
Yeah,
it's
no, I'm
like,
cool with that. If it plays through, I don't feel like a bunch of lyrics.
showing it off for everybody on stream, it's not ideal, which is why I appreciate that. But yeah, you can
Awesome.
totally have
Okay.
it.
We feel, yeah.
I had to drop that fucking game down.
What
else we got in here?
More.
Ooh, Sabotage.
With the bad pants.
Sabotage. Yeah, with the red woman pants on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's
Wow,
gonna
what-
see that.
Red tights.
He's wearing his wife's pants.
Hell yeah. You got this one's on? You have Sabotage?
No, not. I've got the CD. I don't have vinyl.
I got you, dog.
Oh,
So you're gonna get a couple of Sabbaths going home with you today. Because my
Awesome.
copy is a good copy, but this looks like a fucking pristine copy. Holy shit. Maybe sort of the same print, but I can tell this is like you could eat clown vagina off of this vinyl. I mean, this looks immaculate. That looks fucking immaculate. So that's. Can we have Fever sing Holy Diver?
My voice is not up to snuff right now.
Speaking of snuff, you know
need
why you're
snooze?
sick? It's because you keep sticking shit up your nose, Steve. That's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got a problem. We need to address it. Let's take a quick commercial break. Come back. Dude, Prowler. Thank you, buddy. Holy shit. All the fucking gifties and the fucking sending in the fucking heat time after time
Hey,
after
don't you-
fucking time
He's
again.
about to pull that cord.
Insanity. taking notes like he's going to take an exam on the show. I can't help but fucking tip that. No, is that my Nerf ball?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was hers.
No. It's for the fucking hoop. I've got a Nerf hoop in the kitchen.
She likes it.
No,
Hey,
don't let
Mikey.
her, don't let her chew
Hey,
it.
Mikey.
Don't let her chew the Nerf ball. Don't let her chew the
She
Nerf
ain't
ball.
chewing it.
It's a
She's just
fucking game
carrying it.
now.
She's just carrying it.
She's too quick for me.
No.
Come here, girl.
Nope.
Come here.
Nope.
Come here.
Tank.
Gimme.
Drop it.
Uh,
Football town in America. Whoa. We'll be right back after this quick commercial bark.
oh. Ah.
Grown Man Reckon ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Look, here he comes.
There's a super party animal. His name is Buzz McKenzie.
Buzz McKenzie.
A real hot night and a cold Bud Light puts him in a party frenzy.
He's Buzz McKenzie, Bud Light's original party animal.
That's Buzz. He is the party.
So go, Spuds, go!
A very important message from Burger King.
At this time, we'd like to offer our sympathy to McDonald's and Wendy's. You see, the Whopper beat the Big Mac for best taste overall among consumers of both burgers. In a similar test, we beat Wendy's single. Now that may have surprised McDonald's and Wendy's. Well, so we just wanted to say, it's okay, guys. Winning isn't everything, but it sure is fun.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
I have an announcement that might make other color TV sets obsolete. RCA is introducing non-smear color TV. I'm going to split in half and give you a simulated demonstration. You get this kind of smear when the tuner doesn't filter out interfering signals. RCA has developed a new transistorized tuner that filters better than anyone else's. Non-smear color TV. The second smear, inaccurate fine-tuning. Most TV sets fine-tune with partial accuracy. RCA is the only one that automatically fine-tunes with virtually 100% accuracy. Non-smear color TV. Now that I'm put together, why don't you split to your nearest RCA dealer? If you don't buy RCA, you may be buying an obsolete color TV.
Wherever you go these days, Winston's on the scene. Because only Winston has golden filter blend tobaccos up front for the best taste in modern filter smoking.
Yes, Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Like your cigarette should.
Winston.
You know what's nice about the new cars? They keep the air cleaner than the old ones did. Especially when you use Phillips 66 gasolines and Trop Arctic motor oils, the anti-pollution team. Both have detergent additives that help keep your carburetor, pistons, PCV valve, and other engine parts clean while you drive. And because your engine stays cleaner, the air stays cleaner.
What?
The year after.
No, 69 was Namath.
Yeah.
Old Butt Namath?
Broadway Joe.
Broadway Joe sold his soul.
So thanks everybody for continuing to stay with us here on the Grown Man Record Night program. I'm going to adjust the white balance just a little bit. What?
My hair's not.
For Toby Keith.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're still continuing to celebrate the life and times of Toby Keith tonight, Steve. We had a big, long, drawn out Toby Keith segment tonight.
Yeah.
I can't really get into
I'm more of a Brian Keith.
I'm more of a Keith Carradine guy, but still, I mean, sure. We definitely, we laid it all out on the line, some more than others. But we're going to get into a fucking soda speak. I don't know what we're doing.
Stinger.
Did you roll the open?
Sure.
It pays off. Oh, baby. Scan here to learn more. Don't do that.
Scan it?
Learn more. Soda spoon.
So what did you pull out, Steve?
Well, you told me to pull it.
Sure.
So I pulled it. It's another Rap Stacks from Mr. Scotty Strychnine, I believe.
Absolutely.
Here you go. You tell us about it.
Sure.
I'll look it up while you tell us about it. It said scan here to learn more. It's a lemonade.
Uh-huh. It's a Rap Snacks Ooey Lemonade Grape. Naturally flavored with other artificial flavors. Hard work pays off. Little baby. This is a little baby joint. You guys in a little baby?
You know, the funny thing is that one's not listed on here.
Is that right?
Yep. Way to go, Rap Snacks.
He's not in prison or gotten in trouble for nothing. Well, no, little baby's he's vibing. Little baby's vibing. Yeah, Jay's long gone, folks. Folks that are inquiring, Jay's long gone. It smells. You know, what does it smell like to you? Are you sick?
He can't smell. He can't smell.
There's something that jumps into my mind immediately.
Let me see that.
Oh, Jesus, don't touch your fucking nose to it.
You got a little on your nose, Steve.
I will officially be pouring this into a glass now.
It smells like Neosporin.
Boy, your snooter is off.
Because your snooter is off.
Immediately, what I thought was, is this a double cup?
No, there's 2 cups. I don't know what a double cup is. There's 2 cups right there.
Double usually means 2.
Well, a double cup is 1 cup that's got 2 fucking cups coming.
Anyway, when I first smelled it, I thought that flavor-rich juice in the carton that you'd get in like school, especially that like fruit punch.
Neosporin.
And Neosporin. I'm pouring some in.
That's good.
Hit me.
Okay.
Get old Schmidt.
2 cups are a bra. Sure. What's up, Eric?
We got the E-Dub.
No, this is Mr.
Eric
Hyde.
Bauer.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Raw power.
Raw power, Eric Bauer.
Yeah, it's good.
Flavor rich. That's the flavor rich fucking.
It's almost, the lemonade makes it just a tart grape.
It reminds me of the flavor rich fruit punch. I mean, I taste the lemon and the sharpness of the lemon, but it reminds me of that flavor rich fruit punch in the fucking carton. Then the little, when you folded the little thing open, would stain all fucking red when you're drinking it. Which I'm embarrassed to say, it took me until I was a smart kid. I've always been a smart kid. One thing I've never been able to do, well, let me rephrase that. One thing that took me way too long to do and figure out is how to open a fucking like milk carton.
Yeah.
I was like 8, 9 years old, and like my carton was open like this.
Oh.
With a straw. I couldn't do the like fold in, fold back, make the little spout thing. I didn't understand that. Something about that perplexed me like it was a fucking
I think it would make it better if it were carbonated.
Is that right? True. I mean, and
we can do that.
I only give this a pass because not only did Scotty bring it, but because it's Rap Snacks. We have such a rich history with Rap Snacks here on this program. This is not a carbonated beverage, so it really doesn't qualify for so to speak.
I do think this will step it up.
We can fix that shit right the fuck now.
I'm not sure if we've ever truly done a 7-Up.
A straight up old school just 7-Up.
Feeling 7-Up. Feeling 7-Up. 7-Up.
You've never done 7-Up?
On the show. I don't think we ever have.
Wow.
So, yeah, pour me some more in there. I'm going to pour some of this in there.
Oh. Clear? All right. Thank you. Thank you.
I got some more here if you need some more.
Now,
that blows my mind that you've never done regular 7-Up.
Here's the thing. My dad, I'm a big 7-Up guy from back in the day. My dad always used 7-Up as a mixer.
Oh, yeah.
And he used
7 and 7, baby.
What? No, he mixed it with George Dickel. True story.
Watch where you put that Dickel.
True story. Right after my dad passed, my mom's going through the pantry, find all these like canned goods, and so we had a pretty big pantry with a bunch of canned goods and stuff like that. She's finding stuff. She's like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna touch this or whatever." So if you want these, 9 cans of tuna and these beanie weenies or whatever, fuck. But in the back of the pantry on the floor, no shit, was a brown paper sack, and inside of it was a pint of George Dickel.
A pint of George Dickel.
With this much in the bottom of it in a paper sack. Now, later in my life, my dad was not much of a drinker later in life, but when he did, he had Crown Royal. He was a Crown Royal guy. So this George Dickel is from the 90s probably and stuck back in our pantry. And so I literally have, and it's going to go up here on that shelf right there up top.
Did you finish it?
No. It's my dad's last pour of liquor ever. In a fucking George Dickel bottle that's like that. And I'm going to keep it up on the fucking shelf for fucking ever.
When you die, I'm going to pour it on your face at the viewing.
But I'm trying to, I like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic of the Dickel bottle because it's awesome, especially since it's from the 90s. But I also kind of sort of want to keep it in the paper bag as well.
Yeah.
So either way, it's going to be up on the fucking shelf. My dad's last pull of liquor. So, and you just put liquor and 7-Up in this, by the way.
That's real good.
It's amazing. Wow. That's so. I would pour that shit on pancakes. 100%. Yeah, that's great. So I tweaked up the little
that's how you
sharpen
take
filter.
an average drink and make it a really good drink.
Sure. That's good stuff.
But yeah, speaking of 7-7, I went through a hard time.
That was my college days.
Oh yeah, that was some.
That's why I don't drink
military days.
I don't drink blended whiskey very often anymore.
You know why I loved 7-7? That's what the gangsters ordered in Mean Streets.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. Harvey Keitel would go into the bar and he would ask for a 7-7. Yeah, give me a 7-7. Robert De Niro. Yeah, give me a 7-7.
I mean,
a terrific drink that I've probably not had in 20 years.
Yeah,
tops.
I got to do this.
It was so bad. I was probably, instead of buying fists, I was buying half gallons of Seagrams to mix.
Hell yeah. That's when you start making, like, I've been drinking like vodka sodas instead of beer to not be such a fat fuck. But then periodically take a shot, like where I'm streaming or like whatever, and then I'll get to the end of the night and I'm like, overall, and I'm not like fucked up, I'm not like out in the yard all puking and shit. I'm just, I'm feeling nice and time to go to bed. It's like fucking, I'm 7 shots deep. What the fuck is that?
He's the publisher.
That's the Mad Magazine publisher?
Yeah.
I can't hold it up.
I always thought Bender.
That's the camera. That's the only camera we got.
You can't show that.
Because everything's.
Y'all know William Gaines? How's that?
Chris Gaines?
He's publisher of Mad Magazine.
That's my pseudo.
That's Zombman right there, baby.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You're talking
You
crazy.
need to get you them old school glasses.
You're crazy, Perry. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Look like the damn birth control glasses.
I was
Seagram's whiskey
huge Mad magazine.
snuggled across Detroit River during Prohibition from Canada. Oh yeah.
I still got a bunch of old ones too.
Doppelganger, Vance says. Hell yeah. You can look like worse. You can look like worse. Like, for instance, Chris Farley, which is what I was called my entire high school career, but we won't harp on that. Harp, 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 harp.
I was called a pencil neck geek.
You were?
Yeah.
But you had a leather jacket, though. You can't be called a pencil neck geek and have a leather jacket.
That was just at the talent show.
Yeah.
That was just on the way over
I
here.
didn't wear that every day.
Oh, you should have wore it every day.
I had some pink pinstripe pleated pants.
Wow. That is aggressive. That is aggressive. Holy shit. Pink pinstripe pants?
Pleated.
Pleated.
Yeah.
For your pleasure. Not for her pleasure.
There's too many
Trust me.
P's there.
Not for her
A lot
pleasure.
of pee going on.
A lot of pee.
A lot of pee. Too many pee.
That's a
Too
story.
much pee.
I scarred. I scarred. Oh man. All right, let's go into a little chip.
Never had it, never will.
You know that guy.
Yeah.
He works across the hall from me.
No. No.
Set. Yeah, the sound's not... Why does it always mute the fucking sound?
Your setup's wrong. You gotta fix your setup.
But it keeps defaulting back to some weird shit. Anyway, fucking fuck.
Sorry, I should have told you before you.
No, it's
played
alright.
this
It's done that before. It defaults to muted when for that one clip for whatever reason. When I do the chip chat open, it's always muted when I click it. I don't know why.
Maybe during
It's
the
weird.
week. You should investigate it during the week.
No.
He's streaming during the week.
Yeah. I don't never not stream. But there's not. It's no. This clip is no different than any other clip that's in the rundown. But whenever I
It's
click
probably
it,
Bill.
but when it could
Bill's
be Bill's
box of sound.
It's Bill's fault.
He's up to something.
It's Bill's fault. Properties. So there's nothing that says like, "Hey, mute this when you play it again." It's nothing like that.
Well, your audio settings are actually that. If you go to your
Yeah.
over there, in the right below the window, there's some property settings over there. See that?
So like now it does it right.
See that right over there?
Now it does it right.
Of course it does.
Because I've already told it to not do it.
Because you told it to fuck off.
But it does like OBS like reverts a lot of my settings when I come in each time. But anyway, into chip chat. Oh yeah. I figured I've been saving this one for a long time since Christmas. This was a present from the kid at Christmas. A new flavor, and I'm pretty sure we hadn't done it here on the program. I kept waiting on it till the right time. I figure Super Bowl weekend is primo time to do a chip like this. Did you do this one?
No.
It's a Doritos late night loaded taco. Let's show this bag off, please. No! Now they're all broken. Broken chips. Too far, too close. Freeze it. Twitchy McGee, freeze it. Doritos late night loaded taco. Steve's on that hoppe.
No.
He's all twitchy.
Ow, fuck.
Oh, damn.
If that falls over on us. No,
Whoa.
no.
Jenga.
That was funny. And Scotty.
Let's say late night flavors. One bold crunch. Taste the night, Steve.
Taste the night.
Taste the night.
Taste the night.
All-nighter cheeseburger was the best. Oh yeah. Oh, these smell amazing.
I'm not even familiar with the late night Doritos.
Oh, honey hush.
Taste the night.
Wow.
Taste the night. Let me put my nose on it.
Never.
Actually, these remind me of the original.
You want some?
Taco Doritos. Remember those?
The yellow,
Yeah.
the old yellow classic retro bag.
Yeah, and I feel like those are very mild nowadays. This is like an amped up version of those.
I like these.
They're incredible.
Hey, I got a serving suggestion.
Okay, for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Hold on.
You're making it for tomorrow?
These are so fucking good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's on the table.
Early chip.
You're right. I was like, where the fuck? I gotta leave in the car?
Early chip of the year candidate.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there.
Okay.
It's possible. I'm just saying this so Sweet Tea can dog ear this. Potentially.
Now, these would be good with this serving suggestion. I got a dip here.
A dip.
A dip. And remember, we did a video about this.
Sure. Can we play it?
When Dinomitas first came out.
Let me play the video?
No. You got it?
Sure.
Can you quickly stroll?
Oh, so that's spelled correctly?
No.
Hey, you know what? I thought about this all week long. It would just bother me all week long.
You thought about this all week long?
All week long.
What?
That they changed the name on this that's no longer diabetes, so it could be gender neutral.
Dynamita?
Oh, you think that's why?
I don't know, man.
So
I'm just talking shit.
I got it ready.
So when Dinamitas first came out, they came out with the green bag, which was like a chile limon, and the red bag, which was like flamin' hot. It was finger stainers. I loved the red version better than the green. And then the red bag went away, and it was just the green bag. That's all you could buy for it seemed like years, probably. And so recently I was in a store and they had a aisle display and they've got all these. We did one last week. It was like Andy Cap fries. You know, it was Dinamita, queso something or other. I got like 3 of the 4 flavors, but one of them was they brought back the red actual. Now this isn't the Andy Cap. This is actually the rolled corn, like Takis basically. But I think Dinamita's,
they were first.
I think Dinamita's. I don't know about that.
I think Dinamita's
no, I think Takis were first, but
really?
they were. No one knew what they were because no one gave a fuck.
Nah,
but then this
Dinamitas
came
were
out,
first
everybody's
for
like,
me.
"Oh, Takis!"
Dinamitas were first for me.
For me too, but I think if you went to bodegas, you would probably see Takis pretty regularly.
Should I play the video?
Let's because we found a good serving suggestion for Dinamita, and let's
it's an MOV. Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we've got our good friends Dinamitas from the Doritos Corporation. The little rolled up tubes that are really hot and stain your fingers. And we've got a bowl of chicken vegetable soup. So these things are hollow. So let's see if this will work as a straw. They absolutely work as a straw. A very spicy straw. And then you can eat it.
Good.
Wow.
Look at you. You were a young man.
Yeah, I was a young man.
So
that beard was
what I
fucking
brought
dark
tonight.
That beard was fucking dark, extra dark.
At my birthday party, Dean, who was here last week.
Dean.
My good friend Dean.
Now, it's funny. You're talking about Dean and dip at the same time.
Dean dip. This is a Dean dip. Well, it's actually a Juanita dip. Dean's girlfriend Juanita made this amazing. It's like a buffalo chicken dip, and
that's foul.
I think there were some Tostitos or something being served with it, but
sure, that's a loud smelling dip.
The red Dinamita.
How old is this dip?
Just a week.
It's
week and a half. 2 weeks.
It's got a smell to it.
It's still good.
It's good.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Maybe.
That's.
It's really good. Want to try it?
I'm good on that.
Bender's like, he's like, back on that, all this.
That's good. It's a good combination.
Yeah, really good.
And that's a little different take on the buffalo chicken dip that I've had before. This is much more like a traditional like dip for a chip.
Yeah.
A lot of times people have a buffalo chicken dip. It seems to be soupier. It's not like a.
This is nice and thick.
Yeah, it's meant for like a nice chip or I've seen them where they're, I don't know, they seem a little. You know who makes a really good? The first buffalo chicken dip I ever had. It was from our pal Tay. Or excuse me, Tay.
Okay.
Yeah. Devon. Tay!
Oh. Yeah.
We were at a party and it's like me and Finn.
We were at a party.
Met him. He just got there.
Everybody had matching towels.
And he was like, everybody's kind of messed up. He was like, I think I've worked with every other photographer except you. And we were like, he's like, they're keeping us apart, bro. They're keeping us apart, bro. We got off, we were like laughing and shit. And they weren't playing Flip Cup. And so he was coaching Finn on Flip Cup.
Okay.
And he was like, you gotta finesse. You gotta finesse it. So from that point forward, Finn called him Finesse. And she'd be like, oh, you mean finesse? So yeah.
I like him.
He's a good dude.
Wow.
Extra dark?
What?
That's funny. Look, never mind. Looks like wallpaper paste. Yeah.
Yeah?
What's that from? Oh, Andy Griffith. Wallpaper paste. Tinky, get out of there. I don't want you digging around and eating something I dropped down there that may be bad for you. Understand? It's just for your own good. I heard Ward tell Beeve that, and now I'm using it on my dog as almost a 50-year-old. It's for your own good. It's for your own good. I'm gonna go to over to the Twitch platform and play a couple of music records. I'm not gonna stay up till 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh man,
I'm not.
I just got here.
I'm not in for it tonight.
I just fucking got here.
I have to be honest. I'm not in for it tonight. But we're gonna play some record albums.
Well, maybe I can just do it. I'll just do it all night.
Yeah. And I go. I've got a homemade CPAP mask. I'll put a
homemade CPAP.
Yeah. It's a rubber glove that I punched a few holes in. I figured if I can breathe like that while I'm sleeping during the day, my cardio's through the fucking roof, Steve. You can't fucking gas me. I'm still pretty good. I mean, actually, I have a lot of anxiety issues, but my cardio is still crazy. Because I used to run.
I think that's my strong suit. Is my
your heart,
lung capacity.
My most proud moment, like cardiovascular wise, I think, is, and I did this as a warm up back in the, if you believe this, because now I was joking before, it would fucking kill me now. But I would run 3 miles as a warm up. I would never open my fucking mouth.
All through the nose.
All through the nose for 3 miles.
Isn't
as
that
a
Def
warm up.
Leppard song, All Through the Nose?
No, I think
through the nose.
I think it's bleeding out of my arm is what you're thinking of.
What's he all through the night?
Oh, sure. Fever Takeover. Ward, you were a little hard on the bead last night.
Hey, when are we gonna do that 24-hour?
We're talking about that.
Yeah, a lot of talk.
But we're talking about like how it lines up.
The stars need to be in line.
Here's what I'm thinking. Because I don't want to. This is not something you can be like, hey man, next week we're doing the fucking thing, and everybody's like, oh,
I got a gig.
Yeah, I'm thinking and I'm spitballing here because I think we need an extra day to recover and shit.
Well, you know, the 19th is a holiday, President's Day.
No, that's next week, so no.
Yes.
Because we got to get. Zonk's going to be involved. I'd like to get Carl,
Sweet Tea,
Ryan, Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea's going to do a
How
set.
the fuck is President's Day a fucking holiday?
Nah, it's a federal holiday, so it's like we get an extra day off.
Damn.
But like
at this,
but
we work at a good place. They give us President's Day.
But no, I'm thinking so we can plan ahead the next big day. I would say it would be like Memorial Day.
Remember growing up, there was Lincoln's birthday. That was a holiday.
Yeah.
And then Washington's birthday. That was a holiday.
Well, now like to be transparent, we don't get Easter anymore because it's a
right.
So
yeah.
I heard you get President's Day instead of Easter nowadays.
Okay.
Because that's a religious thing. It separates religions and da-da-da.
Sure.
So you don't do it for, because not everybody's
You don't
Christian.
get Yom Kippur off.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
You don't get Cabal.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair. So you get President's Day and not Easter anymore. Like Easter Monday or Good Friday or whatever. Anyway, but I'm thinking like Memorial Day weekend. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And honestly, that's the weekend where we watch Summer Rental. Also, we can include that in the 24-hour stream.
Boom. That'll kill 2.5 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Actually, like an hour
and a half.
Yeah.
It might be an hour and 38 minutes.
Speaking of which.
Yeah.
I'm
an
hour and a half, and
we're spitballing.
You might say, "Oh God, give me a break." I was never a fan, but that documentary on Netflix about We Are the World. It's called The Greatest Night of Pop.
Okay, keep
I
going.
fucking have newfound respect for that event, what happened, the way they pulled it off, and how they did it, and I think why it wasn't such a great song is they wrote it and produced it in about, I think it was 8 or 9 days. I mean, from concept to finish. That's pretty fucking good.
Jay went on a tirade earlier in this particular show about how that's the worst documentary he's ever seen in his fucking life.
I disagree.
That's funny.
Go check it out.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like a book.
I don't want to give away any secrets, but it
Jay talked about
well done.
Waylon Jennings and
yeah, he's like, man,
I ain't swinging Swahili.
I don't know about no Swahili. I'm out of here. Goodbye. See you.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, shot. Let's do a shot before we leave. You want to do a shot? You ain't done a shot the whole time you've been here.
I have done a shot. Not on air.
Drink.
Not on the air. I'll do a shot.
Right here.
Oh yeah.
So.
Lick. God damn, boy.
Did you spy that?
Monday?
Thursday.
I'm trying to get through this so I can open that bottle of...
Dude, I bought this. Yesterday? I bought this yesterday, dude.
My goodness gracious.
Dude.
You need supervision on Thursday nights.
Oh, my Lord. No. Oh, no.
I got me a nice bottle of Añejo waiting for me. Patron.
This
is good. It's 1800.
That's unacceptable. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Steve.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Double Steves. 2 Steves. No waiting.
2 guys named Steve.
Come over to Twitch and listen to some record albums, you fucking idiots. Sorry. It was a liquor talking. Sorry. We're going to play some more records over there for a little bit. And, yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope everybody has a great weekend and Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna do something on Sunday. I don't know. It's not gonna be the normal shelving show. 'Cause I'm not sitting here watching a fucking 24-inch TV Super Bowl. I got to set up in the living room. We're gonna watch it in there. That's how it's gonna be.
Oh, Doc, I don't know why my pecker's yellow.
I don't know why my pecker's yellow.
Or orange. Why my pecker's orange?
Are you eating Cheetos?
Eating Cheetos, watching porn.
You know, one time I took a shit and the shit was blue. So I put it in a bag and I took it to my local my local doctor. And I asked my doctor, hey, I held it up to him. I said, hey, is this weird? And he was like, carrying around your shit in a bag? Yeah, I'd say that's fucking weird.